Ascension begins. Find yourself within. Take up your blade. Let the fears within fade. Stories are told as the die roll. Don't be afraid. Make your destiny will find you in me. Friends at your side, may the group with pride. Try as you might, you now live to fight. Monster nor foe can fill you with woe. Enemies in sight, it's time to roll dice. Roll for initiative. Check, please.
Hello, checkers and pleasers. We're back. Let's roll.
Hey.
Yo.
Welcome to Check Please, the D&D live show. A game of combat and close calls for my players. I'm your DM Beardy, and down here are my lovely players.
Hello, my name is Keni. I play Risen the Fateweaver.
Hello, I'm Foaly. I play Kurla, the Half-Orc Loiferacal.
And this is Xeno. I play Vera, the Swarmonger.
And I'm Skrewy. I play Petravian, the Hive Keeper Paladin.
He got it.
And I'm Grem. I'm playing Lovette, the Gnomish Sommoner.
And with that, let's roll. So last time, the party continued fighting in the arena, set on winning 5 bouts to prove their worth and attain the status of hero within the Protean Empire, in order to pressure their way into the city archives to find some very interesting, forbidden secret information. The group has finished their 4th bout, defeating a horde of shadows, and they have successfully defeated 4 of these terrible challenges. They're in the middle of the 5th right now, the final fight. Will they survive and get what they need to save the world? Well, we'll have to find out. So we open here on the evening of the 12th of August, the year 768, and we are in the middle of combat.
Let's fucking go.
Woo!
So, a Glabrizu is up.
Oh god.
Seriously.
Of course. And I believe that Glabrizu has just used a confusion spell. I believe.
Yeah.
Was that
There
one's
was
turn.
one
So,
cast, so.
yeah. So that's going to actually take us on to Lovette. Lovette, you're up.
Okay. So everyone else, or I say everyone else, Vera's not falling, correct? Because she can fly.
Correct.
Okay. But Chisel, Petra, Kurla, and Riz are all falling. Where's Riz?
I'm falling upwards.
No.
Where are you in the map?
So,
I'm under Chisel, I guess, right now.
yeah, the only person
Okay.
who's falling, I believe, currently is Riz.
Yep.
I think everyone else has some method of flying that they've used.
Everyone else has already gotten 2 flying?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay, well
Yep.
then this won't be as dramatic and save everyone's ass as much as I was hoping. But I am going to still cast Featherfall. So I point my gauntlet at Riz as they're falling, and I fire out this little like plunger dart that sticks to the back of their robe and then deploys an umbrella.
Am I close enough for that?
It's close range is 60 feet, and I'm at 40, and you're at 80. So it should be good.
Your feather falls better than mine? Fuck! Mine's 25 feet plus like whatever per level.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
Plus whatever per level adds up
No,
to
the-
60.
Yeah, yours should be that.
Oh,
Yours
I
is
thought
probably
I
the
was
same.
like,
Yeah.
since I've been flying around, how far in the air am I?
So yeah, if you go to your spell
It says you're at
tab,
80.
yeah, if you go to your spells tab, you'll see your calculated ranges.
I
there.
got that part. How far in the air am I since I have been just falling?
You're at 80.
I am at 80. Cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I thought it was like 600 or some shit.
Nah.
It was
Okay.
quite a feat last time, we were told.
It was a lot of feet.
It was like around 200,
Yeah.
was it?
Many a foot.
It's supposed to be more than that, but it's 80.
Okay.
It's 80.
All right, if that works, that's fine.
Yeah,
Thanks.
It's a lot of acceleration. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
it's just it was slow anti-gravity at first.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
It's
I know
picking
it's
up
only
speed
affecting us in the arena, but I kind of in my mind's eye am seeing everyone in the audience just sort of going upwards as well, caught in the
geez.
spell's wake.
now. That would be a lot of
Horrifying.
lawsuits.
I'm just
A little
imagining
bit.
how Riz must look now, slowly floating upside down, being not propelled upwards by a upside down umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
Are you calling me motherfucking Mary Poppins?
I didn't say it.
Okay. All right, well, thank you.
And then I'm gonna, and then I'll use my my movement, my flight, to fly up down to the surface, and I'm just kind of hanging upside down next to the ground.
Okay, so what is your current elevation then? Oh, 0. Okay.
Up 0, yeah.
Alrighty, cool. That'll take us on to the Merilith. It is going to 5-foot step over, and it is going to be full attacking Archie.
What do we got? Beardy?
Oh my god.
Oh, nat ones, right?
Yeah, we got some rolls here. All right, so Archie's current AC is 36, so that is going to
Right.
be. Actually,
Okay.
only 3 of these attacks are going to land.
Wow.
So that's surprising, right?
Only?
So this
Pretty
Merilith
hairy.
comes in. So the Serpentine Demon is going to like swoosh in and start attacking with all 6 of these swords. 3 of these hits are going to land. So Archie, the first thing that happens is you are struck for 14 damage from the first attack, and the second attack is actually going to be a critical hit, double nat 20.
Oh,
my god.
No.
Damn.
So
let me
that
see.
that is going to do quite a bit. Not a huge amount, but a bit more. 34 damage.
okay, I thought it was gonna be way worse.
I was waiting to see just go to
Yeah.
Yeah, just immediate
Yeah.
red.
red.
Not that much.
And then,
Bomb.
and then the
Swouse.
final hit is actually for 6. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
kind of lower damaged hits there. Sorry, the last one's for 9. But what you also notice is that now from each of those wounds, there's like oil coming out of Archie. Like these attacks seem to have a bleed effect on them.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Oh
significant.
no.
I think
So
I'm used to
that's-
about
Master, I need a
Um,
band-aid.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I
So-
prefer the
that. It's a
Rugrat
flex tape.
Yeah. So Archie has a bit of a bleed effect currently.
Swouse.
Swouse.
All right. Ongoing damage.
Is restoration something that can take care of that?
Restoration doesn't remove bleed.
Okay.
There is stabilize that clerics and stuff usually have. That removes bleed.
All right. So that is the Merilith's turn after raining some hits down on Archie there, and that's going to move us to Archie. Go ahead, buddy.
Well, he's going to return the favor, I suppose, because there's not much he can do about that bleed.
Yeah. So we have a 6-armed demon fighting a 6-armed robot.
Yeah, it's
Pretty good.
quite the sight here.
Yeah, quite the spectacle for the city.
Let's make those hasted. I'm not gonna power attack because I don't have a good feeling about that. I'd rather just get the hits in.
Pow, 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 pow.
34, 33, 38, 25, 30, 26, 43, and 37.
Okay. So I'm going to go through and do some of these hits.
All right. Give me that sauce.
Zero's
3 of them are going to hit.
Well, I'm glad you didn't power attack it, Boo.
The 3 that he like they each hit 3 because they blocked the other 3 from the
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, it's like
So they're-
choo.
Yeah, they're blocking and striking and blocking and striking, and Archie's luckily his attacks are much heavier than the Merilith's. So the ones that he was hitting for are like 20 damage, 28
Mhm.
damage, and 27 damage were the ones that actually hit. So, whereas the Merilith's is hitting for like 9, between like 9 and 15. So definitely getting the better end of it on Archie's side. All right. So after exchanging a bunch of blows, we're going to move on to Petravian. What's up?
Awesome. So, if I recall correctly, Riz is like still right there
I'm
with me.
floating
Right,
like
yeah,
really
like-
slowly though.
Yeah, so now Riz is floating very slowly next to you.
With an umbrella.
So if you want,
No.
you can just
Ask
grab.
Riz.
You can just grab Riz without any
Awesome.
check anymore.
I ask, Riz, do you want me to bring you down to one of those pillars down there and you can hang off?
I think the pillar's destroyed.
Yeah.
No, the ones that are over here or over here.
You know, I'm out of their fucking reach right now. I'm probably in the safest place I possibly can be.
All right.
Just catch me when I fall when it gets all topsy-turvy the other way, okay? Go.
Got it. So, since Chisel has a movement speed of, since he's hasted as well, he has a movement speed of, make sure, 80. Make sure he's actually hasted. Yes, he's hasted. So he is going to. Ooh, I can get right into battle with the Merilith. Yeah. Petravian is going to ride Chisel. He's not going to go straight for the Merilith, but going to go down and around next to Hummel, so that gets that lovely flanking with Archie. So we're going to probably double move to get, well, it's 80 angle, but just for the sake of argument, use double movement so that it, because it's not going to be enough just at the Pythagorean theorem, triangle.
Yeah. That's fine.
So-
So where are you going?
Right, I believe next to Hummel, this location here. So we will
Okay.
be right. We'll come in and in a nice swooping kind of motion,
Okay, and ending at what elevation?
at level with the Merilith.
Okay, so that will provoke. You're aware of that, right?
If we come in at coming in for a landing and into him,
She
they have that.
still has
They have a bit of
reach.
reach.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, you're coming in from the front of this person.
All of these
Flying
guys
in.
have reach.
Yeah.
You're gonna.
These guys have the reach.
That's fine.
Yeah,
So-
you're gonna have to eat some attacks opportunity
Yeah,
if you want
I'll
to
just-
charge in.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And then you're in the same spot. Okay.
Don't worry, Chisel's got like great
80.
AC, right?
Oh
Yeah.
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 We're good.
Okay.
Great HP.
So, so the Merilith is going to go ahead and make a couple of attacks of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
First one's a critical hit. Then the second one's a hit, and the third one is a miss, I believe. Yeah, third one's gonna miss. Let's see. Okay, so that is gonna be a couple of damages here. So first one is for 30.
Okay.
Next one is for 12, and then the last one is gonna miss. Okay. All right.
Cool.
So 42 damage total. And that's also going to put some bleed onto Chisel as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just like 7 points of bleed. Okay. So, what's your action?
I will. Oh no, I thought I had to double move since it was the.
Oh, that was a
80.
double move? Okay.
Yeah, because
Alrighty.
I was 80 feet up and they were there, and Chisel has a movement speed of 80. I'd have to double move to do the swoop in.
And that's with
Gotcha.
the haste and everything?
Yes, with haste. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So the huge fire elementals continue spiraling further and further up into the air, and they're going to actually impact on that sort of semi-translucent screen well above you guys, the roof, for lack of a better word. They're going to smack into it, and the energy of those fire elementals hitting that barrier of energy is going to cause some problems.
Oh.
So the fire elementals strike it, and they sort of burst apart as the energy of those elementals mix with the various magical spells in that mess of a view screen, and the view screen starts to cloud over and fog up, and it's now raining in here. So that's weird, right?
Did we just set off the sprinkler system?
You may have to set up the sprinkler system inside the arena. Yeah.
Delightful.
Go ahead and give me a perception check, everyone.
Yay!
Which way is the rain falling?
The rain is actually falling downward, which is really weird. It's going against gravity.
Now
So it's
on
going up
24.
your robes.
That's a
is a-
27 from Vera.
So
Okay.
22 from Kurla.
A 23 from Petra and 16 from Jizzle.
I think-
26 from Lovette.
Vera has the highest on this whole thing. Good job.
Wow.
Well, she
nicely
has
done.
actually, I think she has the best bonus to perception out of all of us too.
Doesn't Riz?
My bonus is
23.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
23.
yours better.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's plus 18.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
you always
Yep,
roll
Vera
better
had the highest at
perception.
27, so good job. So Vera, you notice something else. As you see this sort of, it's like a cloud layer has sort of started to form above. Oh, it's weird. It's below you, but above you. Gravity's funny. But as you look at this, you also see these cracks forming in that magical barrier. It looks like a spiderweb crack from both those impact points of the fire elementals. So it's
Oh.
like, so imagine it like a windshield, and two big rocks just got kicked into it, and now there's these spiderwebbing cracks coming off of those two places.
I swear, if they blame me for this shit,
Riz.
I didn't fucking indict the demons to this.
All right. Riz's body is gonna kind of twirl in the air like you would kind of move your body if you were swimming underwater, right, to change direction. And they're gonna look at the Glabrezu that just cast that summoning spell. They're gonna
Yes.
do the same as they did to the last one, and they're gonna cast Disintegrate on that one. I am going to buff it up to, I believe it's like a 26 for the DC.
Okay,
Save.
you're gonna burn that many runes. Sounds good.
Yep,
Go ahead and
I'm
cast
going
the spell.
all out for this one.
Wow. Nice.
Oh no!
Oh no.
So that's a nat one.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So
God damn it.
Can you force yourself a reroll?
I can
You have enough-
actually.
Wait, that for the
You have enough
attack
stuff
rolls
to-
one.
Yeah, I can reroll. Oh,
Yeah,
easy.
You might want to reroll that.
I'm gonna reroll
so-
that. Let's reroll that.
Yeah.
Let's...
You ever see a gun banana? Their finger just bananas.
Oh, let's try that again. 26.
Oh, okay. There we go.
And
Recast
then
the spell.
It'll be a 26 DC save.
Okay, 26 to hit, 26 DC to save. The 26 is going to hit a touch AC on the Glabrezu.
Yes!
Nice.
You pretty much had to roll anything but a 1.
Yeah, right?
Ah.
It's a good thing I have those.
Because their touch AC is trash, and your bonus to hit on that was like, what, 22 or something? Anyway, so that is going to hit. So it's going to go ahead and make a fortitude save here. And he said the DC was 26.
Correct.
It nat ones. Nat 1 and it's
Yes!
fort save. So it is going to take 94 points of damage
Okay.
from the disintegrate. Now it does get a magic resist check as well. So let me roll its spell resist.
Oh, I thought I did a caster check last time. Or concentration.
Yes, that's probably what we have to do here. Sorry,
Caster
let me just
level?
make sure that I'm looking at this thing in the right way. Combat spell resistance. Yeah. So caster level check
23.
failed by 1.
Oh, man. I can't re-roll this one. Fuck it.
Yeah. It was not to be. It was a cursed cast.
Damn.
There was so many ones.
Yeah, so many ones. Okay, well, yeah, so this streak of energy comes from Riz, strikes the Glabrezu, but you see that the energy sort of ripples away and dissipates over the form of this demon. Their natural spell resistance seems to have nullified that one.
Okay, Riz is gonna call down to the group. I've only got one left. That one over there is pretty weak, though.
All right, the final Glabrezu is up. This is the one that was just summoned in. It is going to move up close enough to attack Archie. Which I believe is... Yeah, there we
Should
go.
provoke.
What? No.
Oh no.
It's moving
no,
into...
he
They
just
have the
moving
same-
into attack. They have
yeah.
the
They
same
got
reach.
The same reach.
Yep. So he moves up a little bit, and he's going to make a single attack with one of his giant pincers. So comes in, make a physical attack here, and that is going to strike Archie for 15 points of damage.
My boy B.
All right. Kurla, it's your turn, but if you recall, you are confused. So I need you to roll a D100.
I had forgotten that, but I'm glad
yeah.
you remembered.
And luckily, we have the little trackers on everybody's tokens. So
How would you remember you were confused?
Fair point.
Maybe that's what you
Where
were
the
confused
hell am
about.
I right now? What's going? Oh, we're not streaming, are we? What's going
What?
on?
Oh, no.
What? Who? What's Dad? So
Yeah,
1d100.
stream.
Yeah, so it's a D100,
Okay.
and this determines what you can do. So if you got between a 26 and 50, which means on your turn you can do nothing but babble incoherently. There we go.
So roll turn for Kurla.
Malkovich. Reference
that'll-
joke.
And
I'm
that'll
done.
take us to Vera, who is under the
also
same spell.
Confused.
Who's also confused.
Oh, you got this, girl. Come on.
Alright, D100.
Yes, D100.
Alrighty. That's gonna be a 49.
That is the exact same bracket of results. So Vera is also babbling incoherently.
At least they don't
Malkovich,
hurt
Malkovich,
us.
John
That's
Madden.
true.
John Madden.
John Madden.
John Madden. Ayu.
John Madden.
Hey,
So that'll take us to Hummel. What is Hummel doing?
All right, Hummel's going to start swarming on top of this Merilith.
You got it. Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, that's going to be a 3d6, if I recall. So, boom, 12.
Lovely.
And I assume that the poison is not enough to affect the Merilith.
Yeah, it's immune to poison as a creature trait. So.
God damn it!
Bunch of
No.
poopy butthole.
Water shots.
What a shit!
What a
What a
shit.
shit!
All right. So that's going to be Hummel's turn, which takes us to the beginning of round 3.
Which,
The Glabrizu to the west is up.
by the way,
And-
if we recall, that Glabrizo, I believe, is on fire.
That's right.
Was it
Yup.
on fire?
Yes, so
Okay.
On
I believe it's
fire.
46 damage, or it has to take a round to put itself out, or something like that.
All right. I'll do the 4d6 because he's. Was that from which spell?
That's from Firestorm.
From Firestorm. Okay.
And I don't think those little teeny tiny arms could pat themselves out.
Oh no. Let's see.
That's
Yeah,
what they're there for.
46. That is good. So he's going to take the 46 damage because he's got pretty significant fire resistance. Cool.
Okay.
So he takes 1 point of damage from the fire,
Nice. Got him.
and he is going to cast a spell on his turn.
What is the spell?
That's an excellent
If
question.
it's fucking summoning, I hope he fails.
No, it's gonna
Resist.
be probably power word stun. So he's
Delightful.
gonna move up. We'll say 35 feet, and he's gonna use power word stun on Archibald. So Archie, let's see. There's no saving throw, and Archie's HP is 86, which means that he is gonna be stunned for 2d4 rounds. 7. All right, Archie is stunned for 7 rounds.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's no stun things. Oh no, there is. Here it is, stunned. Okay, sorry. Cool. It's just not.
I was
in
gonna say if he's
alphabetical order like it
paralyzed,
should
I
be.
could do something about that.
Yeah, no. So he is stunned for 7 rounds, and that is going to be the Glabrizu's turn. That takes us to the next Glabrizu. He is going to move up, let's say 20 feet there, and he is going to make attacks against Archie. And that is going to hit Archie for 12 damage. And that's going to move us on to Lovette. Lovette, you're up.
Well, shoot, I was trying to.
You're you're incorporeal right now, right?
No, actually.
Oh, you're not. Oh, shite. In that case, that would be against Lovette. So let me refund the HP to Archie there.
Okay.
12. And
I don't
Lovette
believe
would
I
take
am.
12 points of damage.
I can double check, but my oscillating phase generator will use.
Okay,
I've
so
already
yeah, he
fought
would
the
have attacked the
ghosts.
closest target, which would have been Lovette. So,
Okay.
Lovette, you're struck for 12 points of damage, and that's going to take us to your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. Man, they really do can make you do a lot of digging to figure out what these spells do sometimes.
Hmm.
Is So, are confusion or stun anything I can? Well, I guess confusion doesn't matter. Is stun something I can fix with restoration? That's what I'm trying to find out.
That's a good question. Let me see.
I was gonna ask you if you recalled Archie. Would he no longer be?
That was my backup plan. But if he does lose to the stun, that would mean he'd also lose haste and everything else.
Let's see. Greater Restoration removes all cases of confusion and insanity.
Yeah, but it's
standard.
not. Well, I don't. Confusion doesn't matter because I only have Restore Eidolon, which is not going to work on anyone else. Or Rejuvenate Eidolon, which works as
it looks
Restoration.
like the lesser and standard versions of Restoration do not restore confusion. So
It was stunned is the one I'm worried about.
Sorry, stunned. I don't believe so either. No.
Okay, cool. And if I unsummoned him and then resummoned him again, then would he lose all of his conditions?
No.
No.
He would essentially come back as he is, unless a day passed. Yeah. So stunned creature, just so we have it here. A stunned creature drops any held items, cannot take actions, and takes a -2 penalty to AC. They lose their dex bonus to AC if they have any, and attackers receive a +4 bonus on combat maneuvers against a stunned opponent. So, yeah, he would be considered pretty easy to hit right now based on that.
Right. And there's nothing I can really do for 7 rounds.
Yeah, he's pretty much boned for 7 rounds, but Power Word Stun is an incredibly powerful spell, so that's...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm working on it, okay? I'm getting there.
I had 2 of them. I think it might be time then to bring out... I think, actually, it might be time to start oscillating. I just don't want to do something to be self-defensive when it feels like everyone's in a bad spot.
I mean, you could take up attacks of opportunity again.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, they might be able to hit me. I don't even know it'll work. So
Yeah, I don't know
they
if
may
you
have
know.
magical... Well, there's a couple things. That one, they may have magical attacks, and 2, they may be smart enough to know better.
that too.
'Cause the one, they were just... You were fighting mammoths,
The
right? You were
mammoths,
fighting
they weren't
animals.
smart enough to know
They weren't
better.
terribly smart,
They were
but demons are crafty.
fucking demons, man.
Demons are crafty.
Are they demons or devils?
I don't know. They're purple and blue, so they're probably cold-blooded, so they may be lizards.
That's a
But they've
good
got crab arms.
Everything
Yes, but
wants to be a
everything-
crab.
every-
Well, that's because
everything
they
wants to be
continue
crab.
evolving. Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
further down their evolution.
They're
Like
returning
no
to
Going
crab.
further
Blah, blah,
along
blah.
their evolution.
First, it was the dinosaurs and birds. Then it goes to lizards, and then it goes to goddamn crab.
Yeah, okay.
all
We're gonna
evolutionary
slow.
paths lead to crab.
Yep.
Crab is
Most
inevitable.
efficient.
All right.
I'm
What you
going to
doing?
begin oscillating.
All right, Lovette begins oscillating.
Insert noise here.
Yeah, insert oscillation noises.
Oscillating noise.
All right, move action of any kind.
You know, there's nowhere really that's a good place to go. Nah, I'm happy where I'm at.
All right, that takes us back to the Merilith. Okay, this is going to be a full attack from the Merilith. And 1 tail slap. Okay, so Archibald, let's see what happens here. So we have 1 critical hit for 12 damage, another critical hit for 15 damage. Also, the bleed effects are going to hit from last turn, which was another 18 bleed. And then the rest of these attacks are 9, 7, another critical for 12, and that's the end of the attacks. Oh, and then the tail slap hits for 12. Okay, Archie would have been taken to negative 43. Would you like to bleed 44 hit points to keep Archie up?
No, I'm just gonna let him go down. I don't really understand how this stun works. If he goes down and then I resummon him,
Then
does
he's
it
no longer
continue.
stunned.
He's no longer stunned. Then yeah, let him
Right.
go down.
Yeah, but he loses all of his buffs, so he would come
Right,
back
that-
without mage armor, without haste, without whatever.
But I'm gonna just be if I've got 7 rounds of people
he's
wailing
pretty,
on him.
Yeah, he's pretty
I'm
screwed
just
right now.
taking any amount of HP is just throwing it in the garbage right now.
Okay. In that case, this Merilith is going to come in, and now that Archie's like stunned still, this Merilith comes in with these like just hyper fine cuts from these weapons that she's holding, and just goes in and just cuts through each of the joints on Archie's arms, and like the hands fall off, then the lower arm falls off, and the upper arm falls off. And then Archie's head will roll off, and just the rest of them will collapse into a heap of steam and oil. All right, so that is the Merilith's turn, and that's going to take us on to Petravian.
Oh, poor Archie. Petravian is going to first go with a Smite Evil.
Okay.
Just guessing. I mean, I see a bunch of devils.
Demons.
I'm assuming
Demons.
demons. Seeing a bunch of demons.
I'm
And he's gonna roll the
amazed that
gamble
they got
of a Smite Evil.
Yep.
And he is going to full attack, and I think we're gonna power attack. Actually, let's.
I mean, Archie
I
was
don't
having a hard time
recommend
hitting
Yeah,
without
and he
power
wasn't power
attack, so
attacking.
I would
Yeah.
say.
But don't forget that.
Oh, does
I mean, Smite Evil's pretty damn good. So
Okay.
Is it,
I mean-
I didn't know Smite adds to your hit roll.
it does. It
Oh,
certainly
okay.
it certainly could make a difference here. So when you submit this attack, make sure to put in you are getting an additional 6 to hit and an additional 15 to damage.
6 and
Yeah. So
15.
when you're putting in your attack there, the to hit bonus is 6 and to damage is 15.
all right. Let's see what happens, folks. That roll through? No.
Haven't heard it
I haven't
yet.
seen it.
There we go.
There we go.
That's so much dice.
Sorry, headphone users.
Okay.
sorry.
Is that good laughter or bad
I
laughter?
can't tell. I'm guessing it was good.
I'm sure it's good
All right.
laughter. I can tell.
So, all right.
Let's call these out.
I'll explain.
Oh, goody.
So, Petravian,
Yes.
you feel this holy energy surge through your body and concentrate up through your arms, go into your weapon. Your weapon begins to glow like this golden white light coming off of your hammer. And you go in and you just start smashing the back of this Merilith. She turns around and tries to like parry some of these attacks, but they're going to go in pretty well here. So that was a 32, 39, 20, critical for 46, critical for 46.
Nicely done.
So yeah, that's two critical hits and 2 normal hits, each which is getting additional damage from the holy effect on the weapon anyway. So yeah, it's a significant amount of damage here. So let's go through this. And also, its DR is completely pierced because you're using Smite Evil, so it gets no DR from this stuff. So it's about to have a bad day. So that is, first attack is 39 damage, second attack is 38 damage, the next one is a critical for 99 damage, and then the last one is a critical for 105 damage.
What the
Let's
fuck?
go!
And
This is
then-
what the paladin is for!
On top of that is the holy damage from the weapon, which is another 5 from the last attack, an 8, and
Is it dead?
9 and 4. All right, so all told, Petravian has taken this thing to negative 126 damage.
Oh
with
my
that-
god!
with that flurry of holy attacks. So the Merilith is, like I said, is struck in the back at first, turns around to try to parry some of these attacks, and this hammer comes in, striking striking her swords as she's trying to parry. It breaks the swords, shatters them into pieces as she's trying to like parry these attacks because this holy energy is ripping through her, and each hit is just like breaking her form apart. So there's just like shards of negative energy and just otherworldly just streams of power coming off of her body as you're like hitting her with this hammer and just blowing her apart. You finally strike like this final blow, the final critical that did 105 damage, right into the middle of her chest, hitting like just above her heart if she had one, which Mirrorless don't. And it just blows this thing out backward and leaves no trace at all.
Wait,
of
they
the
don't have a
creature.
heart?
Fuck no.
What the fuck?
They're fucking demons.
They're demons.
That was a good gamble.
Wait,
on my
demons
part,
don't
I
have
guess.
hearts?
No.
Not in the sense that I would think of a heart, no. They cannot love. A demon cannot love.
But do they not have the blood?
They do have the blood. They have
God.
they
Where-
they
where
have
does
a,
the blood go?
It's
I
a
was
blood
Pump it
bowl.
with their spleen.
they have a they have a physical heart. I was making a thing that they're incapable of feeling love. Anyway,
What was
Petravian,
okay.
your final blow strikes it, it blasts apart into energy and is gone. I believe that's your turn.
Yeah. Chisel.
You don't fuck with
Yeah,
a boy.
poor Chisel.
Alright, it's what paladins are built for.
So that's it, right?
Yep.
That's Petra's turn.
That's
So all right.
Yeah.
And that'll take us over to Riz.
Okay. Seeing that fucking snake lady's down, Riz is still pointing at the Glabrezu that they fucked up earlier.
Mhm.
Well, didn't fuck up earlier, I should say. They
Okay.
fucked up. He's not. And they still have their finger pointed, and they kind of take the residual energy and flow it back into their other finger and point back into the same Glabrezu, casting Disintegrate again.
All right, give it another shot.
It's gonna be pumped up the same, by the way.
26. Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead. All right. So we're gonna give him a Fortitude save. Well, first, okay. Before I make the Fortitude save, do a caster check for the
Okay.
spell resistance. We'll do that first. Nat 20.
Nat 20, baby!
Hell yeah.
Hell
All right. So yeah, you easily break the spell resistance this time, and here comes the Fortitude save. 26 was the number to beat, and
Yeah.
it fails.
Yes!
Nice.
So that Glabrezu is going to get struck this time. It pierces its thick, demonic hide, and strikes it. And you see parts of it turning to dust as you do 101 points of damage to that Glabrezu.
Ow!
Nice.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Riz, you're the highest up as
Mhm.
far as like elevation right now. You hear a sickening cracking noise, and as you like look down past your feet, you can see these spiderwebbing cracks in this this field above you,
Cool.
below you. Gravity's funny.
Does it look like electricity or just that it's breaking?
It looks like glass cracking. It looks like it's
Okay,
breaking.
It's fine.
Yeah.
If I fall out of here, it's fine.
All right.
See you on the
I
way
came
down.
from space, and from space I shall, or to space I shall return.
How tall is the glass ceiling?
I think it was like 100 or 120.
Oh, I'm
pretty
fine.
close to it. All right.
Someone take care
Well,
of the
there's
one that
something
did
glass ceiling.
gravity.
All
I'm
right.
working on it.
All right. The next one is going to use radius. Okay. So this next Glabrezu is going to move over and try to attack Lovette. Full attack.
So oscillating did not help me.
We're gonna find out.
Oh,
So there's all of its attacks, and I'm going to check if these have any magical piece to them, which I don't think they do. I think you might be okay, actually. Yeah. No.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
So
okay,
they are
fuck.
non-magical attacks by. So that is going to be okay, apparently.
Don't have
So
magical
the
attack.
Glabrezu goes up and thinking it can attack you is going to full attack into Lovette and just do absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
The attacks, which it looks like every one of them would have hit, just pass harmlessly through Lovette.
Yeah, come get some.
You're doing
Yeah,
great,
Jubilee.
Lovette!
Thank
Alright.
you.
Kurla, D100, please.
Absolutely. Before I do that, I'm just gonna throw the description for Blessing of Fervor into the log
Sure.
so folks know, because the +2 bonuses on various things might be useful to folks. And so just as a reminder for folks, and my 1D100 is a 50, which is that
50.
still in the...
I think that's a different bracket than your 46.
Is that a different bracket?
Yeah, I believe so. So
Yay?
50. No, sorry, babble incoherently.
This is there.
26 to 50 is babble incoherently. Okay. So,
With Slavido, Kumin Lisao.
Ah,
All right.
ziemlich Blasenblom, blah.
so Kurla,
Blah?
you, amid the din of everything else going on in this arena, the crowds screaming, the magic, everything, suddenly it all seems to clear out of your mind. The confusion spell, which is just making everything not make sense. It's like everything is wrong in your brain. Like you see someone, but it's something else in your mind. Like you can't make anything make sense right now.
Lovely.
And everything kind of calms and fades as you hear one voice cut through everything else. You hear a voice screaming at you, like yelling from a long distance away, and it's faint, but for some reason it just cuts right into your brain. You
Do
hear
I recognize the voice?
you do recognize the voice.
Sorry.
That's exactly why it's cutting through the crowd, as you recognize this voice. It's the voice of Duru.
Oh.
And the voice is screaming, "Get up! You have this! You could win! Fight!"
Maybe don't yell into the mic.
I know, right? And suddenly, the confusion effect on you is gone.
Oh, that was bloody awful. Oh, what the hell is going on? Oh, fuck me.
So- Everything centers back around you, and you can act normally.
Oh, bloody hell. Kurla will just be sort of looking backwards and forwards, up and down and up, because up is down and down is up and sideways is God knows where. And they're going to see that Archie is no longer there. They're going to see that Lovette is gyrating nearby. They're going to see...
Oscillating. Thank you very much.
Gyrations. Gyrating's a funnier word. And they're going to see these fucking great big Glabrizus. And they're going to target the one that is closest to them. They're still 60 feet, 80 feet up, so they're going to descend to 60 feet first.
Okay.
Ascend.
And then, still sort of blinking as they return to their full right mind, they're going to reach out their hand, with Duru's voice still ringing in their ears. They will reach out their hand. Red and black energy will start emanating for it, bursting forth towards the Glabrizu to their east as they cast Destruction.
Wonderful. All right. So go ahead and cast that, and then make a caster check. All right.
What's the what happened?
Okay. So, what is in the DC is 23 Fortitude.
Yes, I believe so.
All right. So it takes 10 points per 10 points of damage per caster level. All right. Well, so Kurla, you focus this red and black energy. You know, you launch it at this Glabrizu, and it strikes this thing kind of dead, like center mass, and these almost like flame-like flicks of power are going to come off of the Glabrizu, and it lets out this horrific shriek as it takes 150 damage and is annihilated.
Yes!
Nice.
So
Fuck, I didn't expect that to work. Bloody hell.
So it takes 150 damage. It is annihilated completely, and as soon as it it bursts up into flames and then sort of implodes within itself, immediately extinguishing the flames. And as soon as it implodes, the Glabrizu next to it sort of sucks into that same implosion. It kind of just warps in and is gone as it disappears as well.
Ah!
Yay.
Got him.
So both the Glabrizus on the east side of the field have been wiped out. Vera.
All right. I am confused.
I need a D100, please.
There we go. That is an 89.
Nice.
89. Okay. You attack the nearest living creature.
Hmm.
Oh, but it's just Lovette, so it's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
So,
your
Vera.
thing's magical.
Yeah.
Weapon's quite magical.
Sure.
Okay. So
I realized that's you meant. You didn't realize that when you said it.
Excited for your next character there,
all
Lovette.
right. So Vera, you see Lovette, but in your mind, it's one of these Glabrizus, and you have to kill it.
It's so
Really
small,
tiny.
but so evil.
Yeah. So Vera's gonna rush down
Please,
and
now, Vera.
get next to Lovette and just swing with Mellifera's Sting. So go ahead and give me an attack. Let's see what happens here.
So I imagine this is literally just a drop down of a vital strike straight down.
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna do.
What
All
are
right.
you doing? What are you doing?
That's a
All right.
23.
A 23 is
Of course it
actually
is.
gonna miss Lovette.
Oh, nice.
Unless you're blessing a fervor, in which case you get a +2.
I am, aren't I?
Yeah.
But does Blessing of Fervor do anything for the
Well-
AC? Can it?
There's a +2 to the AC as well for Blessing of
Yeah.
Fervor.
You're
Hmm.
right.
So
So
kinda-
But that's I think that's already built into it. Let me make sure.
No, because you opt in for one of the
Yeah,
effects.
Oh, do you opt in? Okay.
Yeah.
You're right. In that case, is that what?
Yeah,
Did
because I
Lovette
haven't been making
choose
use
that?
of it.
Okay.
She hasn't chosen
All right.
anything else.
All right. So it misses then.
It's like straight into the like dirt.
Barely. Like it shaves right beside Lovette's face. Like Lovette gets out of the way just in time, and this thing is like shoo, right past her face and sticks into the ground, leaving like a nice, gash in the ground there.
Okay, Vera, we'll talk about this when we're done here.
What are you doing? Get out of the way. It's like
Wait,
shaking your
what?
head.
You're going for Kurla?
Can you two stop fighting and go for the last one so I don't go into the sky?
So that'll take us to Hummel.
All right.
What's Hummel doing?
Quick question. Since the Glabrizu is on fire, would Hummel get
Yes.
hurt by it?
I mean, technically, rules is written, no, but like
But I think like I'm not going to
thematically,
Yeah, so
yeah, it would.
so Hummel's going to be around it. It's not going to go on it though. It doesn't want to
Okay.
get burned up.
You got it.
Ooh, it's
Okay.
a little
Hummel
hot
moves
over here. Mm.
Over that way. All right, that takes us to round 4. That Glabrizu is up, and it's gonna move. Actually, gonna charge Petravian.
Ooh, bad decision on its part.
Bad decision on its part, right?
Really though.
So it moves in to charge Petravian, and it is going to strike Petravian for 18 points of damage. And that'll take us to Lovette.
Walker's within 20 feet. I want to hurt Petra, but this could be so fucking great.
Do it.
Oh man, it's not gonna work anyway. All right. Well, since things have turned around, we've got. I kind of want to summon back Archie, but I kind
I
of want to
would,
see if I can
just in
blow this
case.
dude up. No, I'm gonna play it safe. We're in the arena. I'm gonna start casting summon Eidolon.
Okay. Petravian.
Get our boy back.
Yeah.
All right.
I kind of want to final
So-
sacrifice this dude, but I think he'll pass the save, so it won't matter. But
Petravian
so
is
good.
going to use a smite evil.
Okay.
With chisel, we're going to take a 5-foot step,
Sounds good.
and we're going to full attack, life charge. Make sure I do the right one
All right,
here.
and again, that's
There.
6 to hit and
Yep.
15 to damage.
15. Ooh. Plus 15. And haste. And power attack.
Let's go.
And-
Don't forget
Full
Blessing of Fervor
attack.
gives you something.
Oh, yeah, that's all built in. So let's go.
Blessing of Fervor, you want to take
Plus
what?
2. +2.
+2 to attack rolls, so that
Yeah.
would be +8 then total attack.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
This is gonna be juicy.
And full attack.
Mincemeat, this bastard.
Oh boy. Okay, so this Glibrizu, that is going to be a hit, a miss, a hit, and a hit.
Nice.
Beautiful.
That's weird. 2 haste attacks. Oh well. Not sure why you have
Chisel.
2 haste attacks, but anyway, it's probably going to explode from these. So
Oh, good.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty much gone.
Give it a second, Skrewy.
So my question is, Petravian, do you want to put some spice on these dice?
I very much want to. Yes.
Okay.
Petravian will just start hammering away, taking the claw and just smashing through one of his claws. And on the last one, he will get a glowing charge from his arm and just ram it straight through the chest cavity.
Mm-hmm.
That's hot.
All right. Well, that final attack is going to be hits it with enough force that actually puts out the fire that was on it. It's like hits it with so much force that literally the wind blows the fire out, and the Glibrizu will collapse inward and vanish from existence, much as the other ones did. So that is going to end combat.
And I like to look up and see what this goddamn ceiling is doing.
Yeah, likewise.
Gravity goes back to normal when he dies, right?
Yeah. So gravity goes to normal. So anyone who's falling this way is going to start falling this way.
It's still
So
feather
Riz,
fall.
You flip back around, and now your feather falling back the other way. Meanwhile, I'm going to keep as an initiative order because these spiderweb cracks are getting worse, and the energy ceiling dome that's over top of you is actually going to fracture, and shards of energy are going to start raining down onto the field around you.
Shit.
So, this is effectively a big ass template attack. So,
Okay. All right.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I'm sorry I summoned things, you guys.
Oh, whoops.
So a big. It's almost like you're standing under a glass atrium, and now all these glass shards are raining down. So I need reflex saves from everyone.
Sorry.
How do we assess the +2 dodge bonus from Blessing of Fervor?
You would just get a +2 to your save.
Oh, okay, cool.
If
Then
that's what you're saying, that's as far as
35.
So we just
Blessing
add
of-
the 2 once we've rolled?
Yeah, it saves to it's bonus to reflex saves. So yeah, just
Is
whatever
this
you roll is
before
going to be
or-
2 higher. Yeah.
This is before or after I'm done casting my spell. Is Archie back? Does he have to make a save, or do I make one save?
You're still casting. It's a full round
Okay.
action.
So that is
Would
a 13 from Vera.
That's going to fail.
Question:
24 from
Is
Vera.
does this look like it would be physical or magical?
This is magical.
Okay.
Yeah. These are shards of magic that are raining down on you guys right now.
Well, it was a 16 from Kurla, which is an 18 with that +2.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
would
yeah,
I
26
would I
plus
use
4.
Chisel's reflex or Petra's reflex?
I think they
both.
both have to.
Both. Okay. So we got a chisel,
You're both
which is an
getting
18,
stabbed.
and 27 for Petravian.
Okay, cool. So, with the +2s
Sorry,
on...
20 and 29. Sorry.
God. I
Okay.
rolled a 3 twice.
Nice.
Sorry.
God damn.
All right, so the cutoff is, and since everybody here is getting a +2 to these numbers, the number to hit was 20. So
Oh my god. I got 2
Chisels-
19s.
Chisel succeeds, and the 19s are actually enough to fail. So, yeah. So, I'm gonna roll some damage here.
We're just
not
gonna
so
be
bad.
mortally wounded.
That's not so bad. Okay, so some of you are hit for 20, some of you are hit for 10, so it didn't actually roll very high at all. So it was much less dangerous than I expected, at least. But that's going to break the magical barrier over top of the arena itself, and it's going to end combat. So at
Why?
that point,
Keep going. We won. That's all we need to do.
I'd like to. What is the audience doing right now?
So the audience is freaking out. This is pretty big, right? So what's going to happen is you hear a voice boom out over this. The announcer kicks back in. And there you have it, folks. Literally bringing down the roof. We have Fortune's Favor coming out as the victors of this final bout. Give it up! And then everybody's like cheering and screaming and all this. And suddenly there is a voice that cuts through everything. And this voice speaks with a level of poise and authority that the announcer doesn't. This person sounds like they're important. And you see this almost like a royal box up there, like a seating area that's like fancy. You see the one person has stood up from the fancy chair and is now speaking. They're wearing a very fine looking toga, and they have, of course, a laurel on their head that's made of pure gold. And this voice cuts through, and they say, "You have won the hearts of these people through your victorious combat. It is our tradition that you may ask for a boon. Speak. What is it that you desire?"
To get to the forbidden whatever.
We are looking for access to the forbidden layouts in the archives.
This figure will think on this for a moment, nod, and say, "Granted."
Yes.
Like,
And he'll
like
sit
the other one.
back,
Good night.
he'll sit back down, and the voice amplification spell seems to have ended, and everybody's cheering and throwing food, and it's a whole thing. But yeah, effectively,
Turkey leg.
combat is ended, and you all are ushered out of the grand arena and back to the city proper.
Woo! We did it!
How is Vera doing, confusion-wise?
The spell ended as soon as the Glabreezu died.
Okay.
Just like a waning headache.
Yeah.
Yeah, Val, you want to explain why you went dark psycho on me back there?
Why were you getting in the way when there's stuff
What? Of
in the
Kurla?
way?
Who are you attacking?
What? What?
When does this thing end?
I can't understand you normally, Lovette. There's like
This switch
5
isn't working.
voices.
Oh. And Vera just takes out a bottle and starts creating water in it.
Normally, people call that peeing.
As
You
they
drink
left,
your own water? That seems kind of
Wow.
wow.
I mean,
they left the
it's,
arena.
It's sterile.
Yeah, I mean, Vera's economical like that.
I guess it's better than drinking someone else's water, I guess.
As they
Does
left
Druid things.
the arena, Kurla was going to look around to see if they could see a certain half-orc anywhere in the stands. Probably quite difficult.
It is quite difficult. You're welcome to make a perception check if you want, but yeah, it's nigh impossible to spot a specific person, especially now that the view screen.
Nat 20 for 40 perception.
Yep.
Woo!
So
Wow.
you look up and you see Duru up in the stands. Like you manage to somehow like zoom in practically on this guy.
Wow.
And you see a half-orc up there, and he's jumping up and down, pumping a fist in the air, and like cheering.
We've all been
Kurla
at
will.
like a choir concert that we're a part of where we somehow find our parent, right?
Right.
It's like, oh, there they are.
There they are.
Kurla will. There'll be a smile on their face for just a fleeting instant, and then it will just sort of fade, and they'll continue walking on with the rest of the Fortune's Favor.
All right.
Oh, I'm so glad
So-
that's over with.
Me too. I couldn't catch any of the food.
Oh, do you want the rest of my turkey leg? I don't know where it came
Sure.
from. It was already bitten out of, but here you go.
It's a good throw.
Is-
Right? I mean, that was at least 300 feet.
Is everyone alright? Does anyone need patching up at all?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm
I'm
fine. I
good.
got. And Vera motions to the water, goes into her pack, takes on ibuprofen.
Always carry ibuprofen.
IB.
Jesus Christ.
So you guys leave the arena, and as you leave the underworks and walk back up onto the street level, there is a crowd waiting for you guys. They are they're yelling their nicknames for each of you, and there are people that are coming up and like trying to offer you stuff, like food, most like right away. Like people are like trying to hand you things, like just general like Petravian street food. So like someone will come up and like hand Lovette like a big handful of like these weird shells.
Give me the 3 seashells.
Yeah, so you're holding these weird shells, and then like as you like turn them over, you feel like you look inside, and they're actually boiled snails. So there's
Nice.
yeah. So yeah, they hand you boiled snails. Like someone will come up to Petravian
Try it out.
and like hand him a big slice of meat that's like well grilled. There you go. Someone of course will give Kurla one of those loaves of bread.
Kurla will happily tuck into that.
I heard a rumor that they eat bread. We should get them
They
bread.
like the bread.
They like bread.
I do like this bread. Thank you for the bread.
And
And people
Yeah,
generally
there's-
avoid Vera.
well, there's people offering like all kinds of goods to all of you. I don't know if you guys are gonna accept coins, but people are gonna like be trying to hand you money as well.
Yeah, sure.
So
I mean,
Yeah.
it depends on how aggressive they are about it. Like, Lovette will be modest, but she'll be like, oh, no, okay.
I'll take it, but I'll start handing it to Vera. Just like,
okay.
here.
So they start handing you guys some
Oh,
money
thanks.
as the townsfolk do as you're all leaving, and there is also some other offers are made that
Like what?
there's
no.
certain
We are an plus 18 stream. Tell me what
Yeah,
they're
no, there's-
offering.
so some prostitutes approach
Yes!
Yes. That they would.
that they would. I mean, historically speaking, it was pretty important. Like it was a pretty standard thing to happen for gladiators. So, so they're gonna be throwing themselves at the pretty much the whole party. So I'll leave that up to each of you as to what you do and don't accept.
And then this small person with yellow pointy hair says, "By Azura, by Azura, by Azura." It's the grand champion standing here next to me.
What the
Archie that immediately summons on top of this person.
What in the Skyrim?
Oh, beautiful.
How
Carol's
dare
just gonna
you?
look
How dare you,
Oh,
Skyrim?
wow.
Oblivion? I'm sorry. I never
Wow.
played any of them. What do you want from me?
Good
I'm going to
stuff.
look confused at the reference that just went whew, right over my head, and Kurla's going
adoring
to look
fan.
confused at the offers, regardless of what the gender or the race or any of it. Just like, no, thank you. I'm fine, thank you.
Riz actually looks like kind of touched by that. It's just like, oh, people want to sleep with me. That's cute.
Well, so if you have nothing else out here, you guys can proceed onward to wherever you'd like to go.
Yeah, can we go to the fucking archives? Are we ready, guys?
Archives.
Let's
Yeah.
do it!
Yeah, Vera eventually just like push through people once
Oh,
they've
I'm
had
so
enough.
sorry. I have to go. It was nice
Ah.
meeting all of you.
The sun's
Yeah.
it's getting kind of late. We got a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Bye
Well, in that case,
If you
You
really
all-
want to talk about robots, I'll be here tomorrow.
Bless your heart. Oh, we'll
So you
talk
guys-
about robots.
train?
you all continue on, and you make your way to the city archives, which is like I said before, kind of an older-looking building. It's an enormous domed building, that rests on one of the hills in the northwestern part of the Grand City. It's one of the more ancient buildings and looks slightly less grand as age has taken its toll. It's surrounded by various statues. Most have faded and worn over time, leaving unreadable plaques commemorating forgotten figures of the ancient past. So you see this building, you go up to it, the doors are closed. What would you like to do?
Do we,
First, I'd like to
can we
judge
get
it.
Sleep?
You want to judge the door
Like, ostentatious.
to a fault?
Petravian
too
kind of
much.
just wants to go knock.
Oh,
Yeah.
do we, yeah, I mean, do we
Yeah.
come back with like a sleep or something? Another rite of passage?
Well, the whatever Dick said that we had permission already, so should
I mean,
be fine.
that's true.
Mhm.
Yeah, he did say that right in front of everyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock.
All right. So y'all go up and knock on the door, and these massive iron double doors are going to swing open surprisingly easily. And standing there is a figure in a simple toga, one of these, apparently some sort of librarian / archivist, standing there looking at you. Their gaze goes from each of you as they kind of regard all of you as newcomers to this place. And this figure is going to look upon all of you and say, "Well, hey, everybody."
No!
Yay! Hey!
No!
Hello, Deadlift, or the Delivers, or Delirium, or perhaps Delivicus.
Well, how did you know my name? Wow.
I mean,
come on
I had
in.
a lot of guesses there.
Just
so,
a hunch.
It's just kind of...
I heard you guys were arena champions. Come on inside.
Yep, that's.
Thank you. We'll
that's
try
us.
and not to bleed on your books.
Thank you so much. We are fortune's favor. Excuse
So, you were led inside Protean archives.
me. Fucking hate Della.
Fucking love
Oh, I
that
love it. Oh, I fucking love it, Beardy. I want to live here.
So, what you see is a grand room
Yes.
with books on every wall going up 100 feet in the air. There's massive ladders that people can climb to get up to the higher shelves. There's tables all over the place. There's books everywhere. This entire place smells like old tomes. There are scholars milling around, poring over various things, various old scrolls and books and all kinds of records from the past. In the north side of the room, there is this massive round platform that has what looks like a solar system on it, like some sort of it's basically magical orrery, basically, but instead of being mechanical, it's purely magic, and it's showing and tracking the motions of the heavenly bodies of this star system.
It
basically.
has constellations.
I'm
Yeah.
home.
So Detlev will walk you guys into this place and go, "Well, these are the main archives. We got all kinds of different books to look at and things to read.
Yeah, are there
What are
like
you-
forbidden archives?
Oh, you want the forbidden stuff?
Yep.
Well, sure. It's just over this way."
Okay.
Oh, well, I mean, sure, okay. But I
So-
don't understand what makes it forbidden if you're just going to take us there.
I mean, I'm gonna like look at this later, but we should probably get what we're probably
Yeah, I
looking
could
for
spend all
first.
day here.
Right? Oh my
It'd be
goodness.
We
forgiven.
can spend as long as we want.
It'd be forbidden for anyone but us, I'm assuming, right?
Well, that and like royalty and shit, and the person who works here. Hello again.
Oh,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, most people can't get into any of these places, but you asked this is your boon, so here you are.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, this is perfect, I hope.
I
I
mean,
think.
y'all could ask for all kinds of things like money or power or citizenship
No,
or
I mean,
but just has to read some books, so
Yeah.
sure, why not?
I like reading.
Hey, books are really important.
Exactly.
Come
It's
on.
not like I want to stay here, so.
So
I just hope that we don't find that whatever we need to do while we're here is worse than as a boon.
So do I have to look
So-
through all these myself, or can you actually tell me where things are?
I'll look through them for you.
I
Like,
will also help.
I know where most everything is around here.
All right, do you
Just
have
depends
anything
on what you're looking for.
on the 13th Legion and the mega spell that created the Deadlands? You know.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
definitely going to be in the Forbidden Wing.
Yeah.
No, none of that's going to be out here.
Oh wow, that's crazy. I'm so thankful.
This is
So
like
super
mostly census
cool.
data and, well, less dangerous topics out here in this room.
Yeah, but we want that
Census
one.
data can be very dangerous in the wrong hands.
Come along. I'll lead you to the next place. So, Detlev will walk out to the north and go through a door, taking you all to the research wing of the library.
Okay.
So, he leads you down a grand staircase. This room is much dimmer, but it has these wide windows that have like stained glass scenes of various situations in Proto's past. There's a couple of long, quiet tables where there's a handful of people reading quietly. But in the far end of the room, there is a strange sight. You see this platform on the ground that's swirling with energy, and there's like pages of books streaming and swirling around it. That you're not entirely sure what it is, but it's definitely magical. And Detlev will walk you over to it. Well, the Forbidden Wing's inside there. I mean, if that's really, you're sure where you want to go. I mean, it's
We can get
not
back,
the nicest
right?
part of the library. What?
We can get back, right?
Oh, of course.
Oh, well then,
It
yeah.
wouldn't do much good if you couldn't get back.
I step in.
Oh,
Riz immediately walks in, and it's enveloped by blue fire and disappears.
Oh, this is right up Vera's speed then.
Vera-
man, you sure make it sound like we are taking a risk by going into this library wing.
Well, I'm just letting you know that's, the information there is kind of dangerous. That's why it's from the forbidden section.
Well,
So
I
is-
mean, we're kind of dangerous. That's why we want to read now.
Vera walks in.
Are we gonna find people in there who aren't gonna take kindly to us being there? Or are we?
Well, you'll see. And
Oh, I'll
Detlev will
see,
step in
will I?
himself.
Detlev will actually go in. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Then-
he steps in.
Then Kurla will step in as well.
All
Oh, I
right, so
guess
the
it's
lot of
me
you
now.
step in, and you find yourselves now in another room. This one is wide open, it's marble, and instead of being like massive amounts of books, there are only a handful, but each book is held inside of a strange apparatus, like a frame has been built around it, and the books themselves are chained in the middle of this stuff. So you see a tome bound in chains, being held in a stone frame, perhaps 10 feet across. The heavy metal chains seem to be made of some shimmering dark metal. It wraps the book tightly, but even still, the book seems to be writhing against the chains somehow, causing them to rattle and move slightly. And as you step closer, it's as if the book senses you and struggles ever stronger against the chains that's binding it.
You get this book's consent to chain it up like this?
Oh no, not at all. It's
Oh,
very
I was-
dangerous information in that one.
Yeah, I was just
In
making
these
a
ones
joke.
specifically, or all of them?
Oh no, he takes you to the one at the far end of the room
Okay.
that's up on this platform.
Hello, Mr. Book.
Are these fucking alive?
Well, I suppose it depends on your definition of alive, but
You-
they're
what are
certainly
you so
powerful.
worried about, Vera? We've met the living book before.
Well, yeah, but I'd assumed that they had forbidden books that weren't moving. What, did they cast a spell on it once they didn't like it?
So, Beardy, the book that's up at the far end of the chamber,
Yes.
are there windows surrounding it? Are there
Yes.
windows anywhere in this chamber that we can
Yes,
kind of look
the
out of?
windows. Yes. So beyond this book frame, this stone frame that's holding this, like that's anchoring the chains. Beyond that is a massive picture window, but the window does not look out over Proto. It looks out over basically stars. So you're not sure where you are, but you did
Kurla's
walk
gonna-
through like a teleporter to get here. So who knows?
Yeah, Kurla's going to look out through that window and then turn to Detlev. Where are we right now? I don't suppose you're going to tell me, but I may as well ask.
Well,
Are we on the same plane?
I suppose you're sort of halfway between reality and dreams, I guess is a good way to put it.
No.
It was a place that was safe enough to keep this stuff without it risking blowing up the city, I suppose.
Thank you for
Are
learning.
these books just dangerous to Prota, or dangerous books from anywhere else?
Oh, I suppose some of them are more dangerous for other places, but this one's dangerous for everything. He points a thumb back at this book next to him. This is the Liber Negans Vitam, and it's it's pretty nasty.
Can
As
you
you
say
can
the
tell,
name again?
he-
What was it?
He reaches his hand over next to it, and it starts to like shake and move the chains and rattle itself at the presence of his hand. It's a real feisty one, that one.
Hello.
How do you
gonna-
control it?
What?
How do you control it if you want to?
It's covered in chains.
Yeah, what
No,
are
I
you
mean, if
talking
you-
about?
If need to bring it out, how are we going to?
Oh boy, I wouldn't
That's
recommend
all.
that.
I don't know if you're understanding the whole point of this forbidden wing thing. But if we do need, if the information we're looking for is in here, we do need to extract that somehow.
My protein's a little rusty, but is that Book of the Anti-Life, Book of the Undead?
Yeah, pretty much. You got it. That's really
What
good.
was it called again? What was the name of it?
The Liber Nergans.
Yeah,
I want
Liber
to hear
Negans.
Deadlift say it.
Yeah, so it's the Liber Negans Vitam,
Well, I mean, I heard that.
translates
That
out
one-
to
that one does say that.
roughly the Book of Negative Life. So, yeah, that's fun.
Well, I have plenty of that, so I don't have to worry. Hello.
Eris would love to look at
Calm
that.
down.
So, I would like to cast protection from energy, and can I do negative energy? as
Yeah,
part of
that's
that?
fine.
Alright, I'd like to do that. Wait, actually, let me see if I think I had that equipped. Come on. Got
Does that cover everyone or just you?
it. Just me.
Okie dokie.
What?
Kurla's gonna step behind Vera.
Yep, I do. Okay, so I'm going to cast that. And I'm going to grab this fucking book.
Oh, I wouldn't recommend that.
We need to find out what's in it. This has the 13th Legion and the Mega Spell information in it, yes?
Oh, most likely. But you're welcome to try it. But I was gonna get it open for you.
Oh, we'll
wait.
open it then, please.
Well, what are you waiting for? We're just going to
Well,
look
I
at it
mean-
and talk about it for an hour?
Well, kinda.
Please
Yeah,
open
It's
it
important
for
to have the
us.
context, right?
What other context? It's a book. You open it and
Oh.
read it. And for some
Okay.
reason, it's like wiggling around.
Maybe y'all should stand back, but I'll loosen some of these chains and let it open, okay?
I'm gonna cast shield on myself just in case.
Yeah, I guess I still have mage armor going.
Yeah, Vera will back up a bit.
Yeah, I'll back up as well.
Probably off the circle.
All right, so
Cast
Likewise.
Sanctify Armor on myself.
Detlev will walk over to this book, and he is going to begin loosening the chains on it. And as he does, well, you see, this book was the personal journal of the most powerful necromancer in the history of the whole empire. Supposedly, it contains his collected knowledge of magical arts, and well, some of the other librarians think it's a spell book, and it's filled with all kinds of powerful defensive spells and traps and things worked on it. But personally, I just think it's like his journal that he'd write to himself before he goes to bed every night.
Is your
mean, who knows?
His Clash?
Maybe you can look
And-
in there and find out.
What necromancer would this be?
Oh, well, his there's kind of a log in saying his name, but I mean, I suppose we can keep it between you and me. His name was Marcus the Betrayer, and really not a nice guy, based on, well, what I've read in this once or twice.
Fuck. Okay.
He was
So
a
he was a-
necromancer.
He was a necromancer. Was he by any chance anything else?
General. I mean,
Skrewy, I'm just gonna repeat it again. Your character Marcus and this Marcus are not the same people.
Yeah, I know.
One's with a C, one's with a K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Name
If only there was a distinction on the wiki.
on the wiki.
Click the link down below.
All right. Well, if y'all just stand back, I'm going to loosen some of these chains, and well,
All right.
y'all can get reading, okay?
All right.
Yeah,
Thank
that's what
you.
I do best.
All right. So, Detlev is going to begin loosening the chains, and as he does, the book will rattle and strain against its bonds. And then, as the chains loosen, all at once it throws itself open, its pages flipping back and forth as fast as it can. It casts the room in a pale green light. Shades and specters are outlined on the walls. You can see things moving that weren't there a moment ago. The room crashes in temperature and you can see your breath. Everything else, all other lights dim except for this pale green glow just emanating from this book as its pages keep flipping faster and faster. Even though the book is only so big, it just seems to keep flipping as if there were infinite pages inside this thing. All at once,
must
you feel a
also
rush
have
of
a
wind
position
at your
log.
back, like the book is pulling the very air in the room into it. At first, you see small objects begin to scatter and fly toward it, being pulled inside the book. And then the feeling grows stronger, and soon enough, you feel your shoes begin sliding on the polished floor of this room as you begin to get pulled
no!
closer and closer to this book.
We're going to
Flap the wings. Flap the wings away.
Detlev, is this the normal way of reading it?
So Detlev turns and looks at you, and you notice that Detlev's hair isn't even mussed. Like everyone else is getting your clothes and your hair, and all of you are getting pulled closer and closer to this thing. But Detlev's standing there as if it's not affecting him at all. His hair is not even out of place.
What are you?
Well, that's really interesting. Well, good luck in there, I guess.
What?
Let's go!
So, I guess by reverse order of weight, it would be Lovette just gets sucked off the ground. Just, whoop,
Wait, now!
it pulls, flies through the air and just disappears into this book, and it's gone.
I guess it'd be Kurla the next?
Yeah, so then you all have a few seconds to react to that.
Kurla will make a grab for Detlev, as if to say, help. But also, since he's stationary there, make a grab for Detlev.
I'm
so
going
Kurla,
after Lovette.
you grab for Detlev, and as you lunge, to grab hold of him,
Not violently, just to...
No, not violently, but just to try to but just to get close enough to grab him for stability.
Yeah.
You move forward, and your hands go right through him, which throws you off balance enough that you lose your footing and you fly back and cascade into this book.
I'm going after
So-
Lovette. I saw Lovette flying in. I go right in.
All right, Riz dives in, leaving Vera and Petravian standing there with Detlev.
I look at Petravian.
You know, I've heard about being sucked into reading, but this is ridiculous.
I just shake my head.
Ooh.
Jump in myself.
So
Try to close the book after you.
Just like,
So that leaves Petravian and Detlev standing out there. Well, what do you think you're gonna do?
Question. Petravian's 400 pounds.
Yeah, you're very slowly sliding toward this thing.
Well, when
It's
we
hard
get,
to keep your footing, but
I'm gonna go in there. But when I get back, I got questions for you. And he just jumps up and cannonballs.
You ready to face Marcus?
all right. So you cannonball into this book, and all is this
Geronimo.
pale green light, and then all is darkness. And that's where we'll take a break.
Nice.
and we're back.
Woo!
Hey,
Yeah.
everybody. So, you find yourselves floating in a field of green light, pale green light that seems to go on forever.
For those just coming in, we just got sucked into a fucking book.
Can I do a perception
And
check
not
to
in
see
the
if I see a
fun,
Macaulay
conventional
Culkin?
way.
I didn't catch who was what.
I was making a Page Master reference and asking if I could do a perception check for Macaulay Culkin, but I'll be quiet now.
So we're getting sucked into a book and not in the fun kind of way.
Very true.
I mean, I'm kind of excited.
Well, sure, but
You do see the other members of the party, so you see the other people floating around various places. You're all relatively close to each other. Within talking distance, at least. But there seems to be no gravity here, no form or anything beyond just this green light, nothingness, and then each of you. And you hear a voice speak to you seemingly from everywhere. Who are you?
Fortune's favor.
Yeah, that one.
Heroes of Prota trying to figure out stuff about the mega spell, you know.
And
Trying to kind of stop the end of the world.
Good times.
I see. I know about a mega spell.
Would you-
Powerful arcane power.
Perfect!
Unrivaled in its destructive capability.
cool. So how does it work in Sealy?
Why should I help you?
Did you not hear the part about the end of the world?
I'm a book.
Hello, book.
We've
What-
done this business with books before.
What
This
have I
is
to
not new.
care about the end of the world?
I guess that would
Yes.
mean the end of you then.
Yeah,
Right,
the other
ah.
books were.
Is that your want?
You have offered me nothing. The
What
end
do
of
you
the world
want?
does not bother me.
Yeah, what?
I am chained in a demi-plane.
I mean, I could just take you with me instead of you being chained up.
Uh,
Oh, it could be funny.
I don't. Funny.
Pretty
is
sure
maybe-
Detlef would have an issue with that.
I mean, a lot of people have issues with the things that I do, but I do them because I can.
Right, so
Um,
that's something we need to talk about. But...
You're not my parent.
What do you want?
Yeah,
Is
seriously.
there, is there something that you need or something?
I don't know if we
Yes.
can do freedom for you.
But it may sound impossible or insane to ask such a thing.
Just us.
Yeah,
That's ordinary
we know
for
insane.
us.
I need you to bring me an item,
Okay.
a very specific item. If you bring it to me, then I will teach you what you need to know to avert the end of the world.
Alright, what's the item?
I need you to bring me the legionary banner of the 13th Legion.
Oh, guess
Kurla.
what? We have it.
Hmm.
Sheesh.
Please,
The,
please
the
send.
voice just takes a second, doesn't say anything.
We got you, fam.
You already have it.
We're really cool,
Yeah.
right?
Don't you know how to haggle, please? Jeez.
I don't want to haggle. I want the information.
We want haggle. It's too late now.
What
No,
would
just
happen
because
if
we
we
have
give
it.
it to you?
Then I'll teach you how the mega spell was formed,
No,
how
right,
it was
but
constructed, what its purpose is,
But
and
what
how
do
to
you want?
counter it.
which is all very helpful and thank you. But what does it mean for you to get that? Is that gonna
Yeah, what
let
do you want
you,
it for?
you know, yeah? What?
That
what do
is
you
my
want it for?
price.
Oh no, the book that's in Proda is going to get a powerful necromantic item that's far away from all of us. Who gives a shit? Let's get it and bring it in.
I mean, if we're
Yeah.
gonna end up exchanging one end of the world for another, then
Yeah.
I have a slight problem with that.
Please do as well.
Well,
I've
but
given you my terms.
the standard isn't the mega spell.
Well, not now, but if he can explain to us how it's made, then so we might be talking to how to make another one.
You have to tell us first before we give it to you.
Then let the world end.
Nah. But
Please?
seriously, would it? Just stare at Petravian. He asked
Please sometimes works.
Please. Please. I love that. Would please work.
Would please work?
I don't think please is going to sway this thing.
Aw.
Okay,
Can I
so
do it?
there only is a slight hitch with this whole thing. I don't know if we are allowed to come back here. This might be a one-time conversation.
I'm gonna roll a diplomacy check to see if
Doesn't
that
affect
please
me.
works.
You're welcome to roll diplomacy.
I love how he doesn't even ask you for diplomacy. Was that a fucking nat 1? It was.
That was a nat 1. That was a nat 1, so no.
What were you saying earlier
Please.
about the dice really backing up the story moments?
Mhm.
See?
Yeah.
It's perfect. It fits.
So is there like a door I can get out of here, or what?
Well, I have given you the price. You may bring that back when you make
Yeah,
your decision.
But,
Is that
okay.
all? Or do you have anything else?
How
It
does
doesn't
a
sound
book,
like you're going to answer anything else.
What are you exactly?
A book.
how does a book use a banner?
That is something I'll explain after I have it.
Alright.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. What are you even asking for? Alright.
They
where's
talk
the
like
exit? How
me.
do we get out of here?
Very
It's
well.
fine.
A crack will appear in existence, then allowing white light to pour out of it. It appears to be an exit that you can float toward if you so choose.
Yeah, I'll
Float angrily.
fly out through the crack.
Viv?
All right.
Kurla will turn to the, I guess, well, not turn to anything, but to the disembodied voice will say, just remember that the end of the world does include the end of you. That it was clear to you, right?
He's a book.
Yeah, I really don't think it does, honestly, though.
It's just weird that he doesn't care about his own existence. I find that interesting. All right,
That's a
Kurla will
mood.
float towards the
Well,
Hell yeah.
I think you're making a lot of assumptions
You're ma-
about things.
yeah. So the
Like-
this particular apocalypse that's happening is killing all living things on the
Right.
world.
It's a necromantic book.
It's a book. He doesn't give a
Yeah.
shit about living things.
They're not gonna come for him, and like he probably knows how to reverse it if it really becomes a problem. Like
All right,
if
fair
anyone does.
Fair
Mhm.
enough.
This is literally the font of knowledge you're looking for. So he just has a particular price. So you all can.
So glad we didn't just get rid of that shit. We were like really close, I think, at some point.
Let's just throw this away.
Yeah. Whew.
All right. So you find yourselves back in the.
I didn't leave.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
didn't leave yet.
My apologies.
Tapping my
Okay.
foot angrily.
Okay. Is there something else?
You're just looking at each other, waiting.
Yep.
Yeah, wanting some private time with the book, Rez?
Always.
Everyone always wants private time with their books.
Yeah. Anytime there's a book NPC, it's like, gotta have private conversations with this thing.
Look, Soul never had that. It's my time.
Okay.
Thanks to Soul, neither did anyone else.
Oh,
Oh shit!
boom! Call
Got
back. Well, is there anything you want to do inside this pale green void?
I am watching Petravian.
I'm just curious, how did they trap the genie inside the box?
There's no answer.
We don't get that till we give the price.
Well, I didn't know if he. That would
All
be like
answers are gonna
Nice try.
Yeah. This disembodied voice is not interested in answering you guys until you deliver the item he's asked for.
Well, Kurla will float towards the light and out then.
All right.
Do you want to give it to him, or do you want not to?
I mean, are you still in the void with me? Everyone else
Yeah.
has left. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to give it to the book.
I mean, the only thing I could think that this thing would do with it. I mean, it's a book.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be able to cast anything?
You know, it could be just fun to find out.
I know, right?
Hmm.
I'm very curious.
You know, Petravian, you're more my kind of people than I thought you were.
Well, I mean, how often are you gonna meet? I mean, okay, yes, we've met the disembodied book, so I mean, it's just odd that it's happened twice now.
Oh?
Yeah. We've had it in interactions with. He puts sentient books.
Do you think they know each other?
Wow.
You're the one who did that with a dragon before. You can't just wow Xeno when you're the first one
Yeah.
who've done it.
Yes, but that was season 1, and I don't know if these people have seen season 1, so I can play it off.
No, not when you have accountability buddies.
Damn it!
I know we have.
But Riz is just watching you. I'll meet you outside, Petravian.
All right.
And they gesture their chin as if saying you go first.
All right. All right. Don't take too long.
Of course not. What do you think I'm gonna do? Fucking piss in here?
Craven does like a jig into the crack.
Floating G.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you disappear, leaving Riz alone in this pale green void with a disembodied voice.
As Petravian just floats away doing a Fortnite dance.
Yeah.
I'll get the band now. Savvy?
Of course.
Good.
Bring it to me, and I will reveal the answers you seek. You will be armed with the knowledge to counter this apocalypse you speak of.
Wonderful. I look forward to this game. And Riz will start to walk out.
Okay. You disappear out of that crack in reality and find yourself back in the forbidden wing of the Protean Archive.
I figure after each person has popped out after Lovette, she has like started to yell at them, thinking they're Riz, and then been like, "Oh, wait." Fine.
What? Yes, what the fuck, Liz?
So
What
Vera
was your game here?
Vera's flying towards the exit.
Bye, Vera.
What? What are you?
See
What
you
is your
soon.
game here?
I'm
Please, what do you want? Do you want to end the world?
Kurla's gonna look around for Detlev.
Detlef's standing right there. Well, hi.
Hello. So, if we leave, are we allowed to come back, or was this a one-time sort of thing? Or do we just have free reign of the archives in perpetuity?
I mean, you asked for access to the archives, right?
Right.
Well, it'd be an awful bad deal if you only got to come in here one time. I mean, did you
Right,
expect to
it-
live here and read all the books at once? I mean, come on.
Fair enough, thank you. Just clarifying that.
Well, I mostly just wanted to see what would happen, Lovette.
Well, I think what's going to happen is we give the book, we give maybe Malchus the Destroyer this thing he asked for,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the one thing he needs to go make a new lands.
We don't know that the book is Marcus the Destroyer,
No, but we don't know it's not.
It could be his consciousness.
but I don't actually know who this is.
But that's not reason to make deals with it. We don't know what it's capable of. It might just undo everything we've done.
I've made a lot of deals in my life.
Okay, yeah?
I don't think I regret the ones I remember.
Kurla is gonna stare at Riz from that last line. Just mouth slightly agape.
If you're gonna say something, just say it.
You don't regret any of the deals that you've made that you remember.
And they kind of think about it.
Wait,
Have
there
I
one?
made something I regret? I don't think so. Is there one popping into your head that is not popping into mine?
Think back.
Okay,
Cloak. Ringing any bells?
Oh, but I fixed that.
Right. Of course.
I don't. The bears aren't ringing for me. But look. I don't. You do want to save the world, alright? We are here to actually stop the Deadlands. It's
Of
not
course.
just because you had the vision and you don't want to. You just want to follow whatever specific detail you give you.
Riz kind of thinks for a moment. No, I definitely want to make sure the world won't end. I just... Lovette, I don't know how to explain it other than... I just feel like this is the right path.
Well, it's the only path now, so better be. Because our hands are very tied.
I don't think he would have given us an option anyways, even if we said we don't even know what that is.
Maybe, but we didn't really give him a chance.
Do you want me to go back?
In
time?
No. I think that I think it's done now. Just
Their glyph on their hand just fades. Okay.
wait, in time.
It wasn't that long ago.
No. I mean, I don't know. I agree. I think that the options were probably pretty limited. But I also think that we could have maybe... I don't know. Maybe there was something else we could have done. I've got a bad feeling about this is all.
Lovette, it will be
Petravian.
okay. I promise.
Really is, but
You do not have to trust me, but
It's not
I will
about
make
trust.
it so.
Okay. Well, I do trust you, actually. So I'll...
Really? I mean, thank you, but really?
Yeah, you saved my life.
Oh,
Who else am I
shit.
going to trust?
No, it's great. Thank you. That is so unexpected. Thank you.
Of course.
That is so sweet. And they lean down and they'll slightly lift your hat and pat your head and then put the hat back. Thank you.
I know.
Don't worry then. We got this. I will make sure of it. Listen to reason.
Hi, Kitty.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, fine. I think Vera is already gone, so... we
Vera
should
will be
probably
back
catch up
soon.
to her now.
Worry not. She is very straightforward. Very good in my opinion.
Yeah. That was a good person. It seems like a weird place to be having this conversation. Should we...
Is that live still here?
Oh yeah, he's sitting right there,
Oh,
smiling. Well, hi.
They didn't see you. Yeah, well, I guess we'll come back.
Well, all right, if that's what you want to do.
Are we
I'll
allowed
be
to
here.
bring things into the library? I mean, I guess we only have our clothes and stuff.
I mean, sure.
Thank you.
If y'all are going back, I have some things I want to go look up, if that's okay.
Yeah, I was going to read in here as well, actually.
Wait for Vera to get back.
Do any of these other books in chains talk? I would love to talk to them.
I wouldn't really touch any of those.
Oh, come on, please.
And you really like
Just
to
repeats it
gamble,
again.
don't you, Liz?
I'm not receiving any money. I might as well do something with it.
Right.
So Detlev will try to direct you guys to any other sources of information that you so choose based on what you're wanting to research.
Okay.
So
I'll let Skrewy go
Uh,
first.
yeah, Skrewy, what were you after?
I was after any and all information they had on Petravian's mother and father, maybe if there's a history of Oreads in the and so possibly his birth parents and of his brother.
Okay. So you said about searching for that. Anyone else?
Kurla is going to want to have a word with Detlev, but they're also going to be asking about any information that Detlev has in the archives regarding the Orc tribes of Oxidor, and specifically any just stuff on their culture and specifically anything regarding migrations of orcs eastwards, but also just orcs in general.
Okay. So Detlev is going to answer your question pretty simply, and he's like, "There's not really going to be much in the city archives for that. You would just want to go to the library. I mean, just basic libraries would have that kind of stuff. That's just standard history text.
Right, which we're not allowed to access there because we can't go.
True.
Right.
Of course.
You suddenly have a problem where the less restricted information is now more restricted to you. But yeah, he'll say that is basically the standard information on orcs would be listed at most any library. And this is more like long-term historical record / dangerous state secret level stuff. So, Skrewy, he'll answer you that there are some biographies and various stories about Oreads as well that you might be able to find at a library. So there's not much in the archive for stuff like that.
Rats.
Yeah, this is mostly like forbidden like magics and state secrets and like census data is in this place too. So there's a lot of genealogical data in here and things of that nature.
I imagine the forbidden magic side of things is not terribly well labeled, though, is it?
No, not really. So you're in that room right now, and there's a couple shelves that you can go through, but it's all pretty dangerous stuff. So if you want to start digging through that crap, I'll need some saves.
So who's... Pardon me. Who's here? Who's still here?
I think Vera's the only one who isn't here.
Vera's the only one that went off, yeah.
Is anyone leaving after that non-census information is not available?
No. I mean, no, but I'll be looking at the books and looking at all the spines and seeing if there's anything of interest.
Okay.
I'm gonna be looking up curses.
Ooh.
Okay.
Specifically curses from gods.
Cool. Give me a...
Yes!
knowledge religion check.
Oh my god, I'm so good at that one, though. Thank you. 32.
All right, and with the archives bonus of 20, that's a 52.
Ooh!
Okay. You're able to find some information about divine curses, and it sounds like from what you're reading in this book that what's been afflicting Riz is definitely a divine curse.
Okay.
So a god level curse is what's affecting your character. So.
Cool.
Yeah. Based on how pervasive it is, how it can jump from person to person, and how there's like very specific means to get rid of it or to get out from under that curse, that all very much bears the resemblance of a divine curse.
Okay.
So, and you also read that they're pretty much entirely designed as punishment for specific mortals and infractions about certain things. Typically like divine law. So when someone breaks divine law, they get punished through divine curse.
Yummy.
I'm so good at this.
Well, I mean, I have some adjacent research to be making, but Lovette, once it pops in her head, might wait for the space to clear out a bit, or at least until Detlev is like a little bit away from people.
Well, they live
Oh, yeah?
Would we happen to... Is that correct? Is that your name?
No, it's close enough.
Delivas?
Mhm.
Delivian?
Yeah, any of those is fine. What can I do for you?
Yo, D-Dog.
Yo!
Demon! Would there happen to be, I don't know if you can tell me this, and if not, just forget I asked. There's only books that would have information on breaking divine curses and restoring a destroyed soul.
A destroyed soul. I mean, that doesn't sound easy to do. I mean, I know the gods can make them. That's where they come from, right? But remaking one that's been destroyed, I don't know if that can.
I mean, well, as we one find out with heal.
Well, I mean, you're welcome to read these, and he'll take you to a shelf of books about mysteries of the gods.
All right.
Which Riz is already sitting there in that.
Yeah.
With those books out.
Hello, Lovette.
Hi.
Would you like to read with me?
Perhaps, yeah, it sounds like we might be having a similar interest. I don't want to interrupt whatever you're doing, but if any of those books have some pages on get the rating of divine curses, I'm looking for that sort of thing.
Here's what I have found so far, and Riz will kind of push books forward and start kind of pointing at specific
Those pages are
sentences.
already open.
I just keep pages open as soon as they interest me.
I see. Okay, well, cool. What did you find?
Well, I'm definitely cursed by God. Yep. Woo!
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean that's.
I mean, that kind of
You know-
figured. Especially
Yeah.
with the dream that I had in Sejun.
Plain?
Did I say that? I never told you. Anyways, I had a dream in Sejun where I was being antagonized by some shadowy figure, and they're like, "You're not allowed here. You're a bad person." And I said, "I don't even remember who I am. Fuck off." Good times.
Yeah, it sounds stressful. I don't think you're a bad person. You don't have to be a good person not to be a bad person.
This I will agree with. I just, it's like saying things in black and white never made sense to me.
No.
There is no truth in good and bad. There is simply what is.
Yeah, exactly.
Now tell me, what can I do to help you find what you're looking for?
I don't know. It seems maybe relevant. I'm just seeing if there is a way to break the curse on my muzzle. I
Let's
thought I
get
kind
to
of
it.
blew my last chance.
So your mother is cursed by God, yes?
Well, by an elder being.
Oh, that's easier. Okay, cool. And the-
Okay, good. I think.
Lovette?
Easier meaning good? Yeah.
I have been looking into breaking curses for a long time.
Yeah.
I myself can cast spells that can remove pretty normal curses.
Oh, we tried that. It hurts her badly.
Okay. Then I have a second option. I'm just not strong enough yet.
What does that mean?
I've been trying to hone my skills in a certain direction to finally grasp enough energy to make something happen. If this
Why
is
does
something
make
that
happen?
is very important to you, I would help.
Thank you.
I know it is time, and time is infinite and such, but if you allow me to have said time, I would work toward
of
this to
course.
help you.
It's been looking for the last several years like there is no cure, and then I had a cure and then I went away immediately. So it sounds better than my previous option.
I can at least
Mm.
try. I don't know if
Yeah.
it will work, but it is what I have to help.
Is it okay if I give you a hug?
That is fine.
Give a hug. Thank you.
They'll remove your hat again and pat your head, and then put it back on.
Oh, that means a lot to me.
It is simply who I am.
But that's why I said you're not the right person.
I do what feels right. In the time.
that's
And
only
it could be,
15 points.
not the best, but usually gets me what I want in the end.
I
But
think
I
that's
mean,
good.
if this whole banal thing with the book works out, then yeah, I mean, I guess it works.
Even if it does not, we have
If
fortune
he
on our
doesn't, we'll
side.
probably die.
Nah, we're not going down that bad. Trust
I
me.
don't know. I think we're in over our heads here.
Probably. But haven't we always been?
You know, I suppose that's true as well.
I named us Fortune's favor for a reason.
Well, it's not historically true for me, but maybe your favor will rub off on me.
You're still alive, aren't you?
I suppose, yes.
That's pretty
Yeah, okay, fine.
fortunate.
There are different types of fortune.
This is true. Just like there is not just bad and good.
It's true.
It is a kaleidoscope filled with fractals.
Yeah, it is excellent.
It will be okay, Lovette. It is okay also to be upset. I do not blame you for being upset with me.
But okay, good, because I mean, it just caught me off guard. Like,
I do that.
now that I've had time to think, you know, I don't know what else we would do. I don't know that he would take anything else. But if he did, I don't know. I hope we're not throwing the world under the bus for our curiosity, though.
I would not do that.
A bus is a type of carriage in the steam islands that is pulled by
Oh, okay.
automated horses.
Sorry, I thought you said bug. My bad.
Oh, yeah. I think that's what Vera thinks every time I say it.
Probably. Sounds like Vera.
Yeah. Getting thrown under the bug.
This is awful.
It just like Vera's like, that doesn't even make any fucking sense. They're tiny.
But Riz will keep researching with you and trying to find more stuff to what you're specifically looking for.
Okay.
After a little bit of time, Kurla, you happen to actually run across a piece of information, or at least a scroll, that might actually be of somewhat interest. You find mercenary contracts that have been made out to various groups, and there's a bunch of them that have been made out to specific orc tribes. So that seems to be at least some information in here about the local orc groups that live in the jungles to the south.
Interesting. Thank you.
Mhm.
At some point... Oh, go ahead, Petravian.
I was going to, as I was perusing all the tomes, and kind of sidle up to Detlev and say, "Hey, I did have a question. Were there any? I'm guessing this, since this is restricted, this is where they would keep the state secrets, right?"
Some of them, sure. What are you looking for?
He never told me, but Tiberius Herminius Calenius, my father, was retired from the Legion.
Okay.
I was wondering if that might be in the collection here.
Maybe so. So he's going to go off and search around for some books, military records specifically. And a little while later, he will return to you, and he's got a big folder, and it has your father's name written on it. And he hands it to you. Well, I found his military record.
Well, okay.
Is it that big?
It's reasonably big, yeah. So Skrewy, reading over it, you find that your father had a storied and successful military career that went from when he was a young man to basically just before he died.
His adopted father, his biological father.
His adopted father.
His father.
So you get up to about halfway through his career, and then you start seeing these ink blots. Basically, you see these black marks that have blocked out certain passages. And the further you get in, the more and more censored it becomes, until finally by the end, like the last 20 or so pages are just completely blacked out. So it appears that these records have been censored.
It was all just smut.
It's just black bars, and then just like Cuba, black bars, party time, black bars, 1979.
Deadlev, if this is the restricted archives, why would this all be redacted?
Well, the only people allowed to redact anything from the forbidden section of our archives is the Arcanii themselves. So there must have been something in there that they didn't take a liking to.
Of course, another dead.
But they're pretty wild bunch, if you ask me.
Really? Why is that?
Well, I mean, they're always up to something and doing things, and well, you know,
Basically,
they're just
yeah.
kind of
Secret police
librarians.
yeah. You know, the natural opponent of a librarian is a secret policeman, right?
Well, thank you anyway. And,
I didn't do much.
well, no, you got it. At least I have some information. At least I know who I need to go talk to.
All right.
And he'll give back the thank
So,
you.
luck with
was
that.
where was Vera going off to grab that standard?
Yeah, so can I bring the cart into the town, into the city, or no?
The cart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, into town. I thought you were saying into the library. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Into,
No, you can drive them up and park them right in front of the archive if you wanted to.
yeah, that's what I would like to do.
Okay. So you go and you grab the
take a-
cart. Do you take both vehicles or just the one?
Just the one.
Okay. So you take you take just the one vehicle. You go to the archive, you park it, you fetch the banner from the hidden compartment you had it in, right?
Yeah, so I'll have to wood shape it out of the ceiling.
Okay, cool. And then you're gonna bring that with you back inside?
That's right.
All right. So a few minutes later, Vera comes back into the room, holding a, weird, strange, magical banner.
Oh shit, you already got it. You're busy being else.
Yep.
Hey, Vera.
I mean, I knew where it was, so it's pretty easy to get. Is everyone ready to go back in?
Bloody is a very strong word, but I don't know what else we are to do.
Before we go, would you be able to put together any information you have on the Kintao Empire?
Oh, boy.
Hold up, yeah.
I mean, I can try, but
Well, I mean, any restricted stuff.
We got, okay. We do need, I think that's a good line of sound. We should talk to each other first, but what we need.
Just have it all in one spot so we can all just pour through it.
No, it won't be one spot. We're talking about like the other largest country in the world, Petra. The one that they went to
but-
war with for like a really long time.
Yeah, but there can't be too much in this library, right?
I would think this is a place where okay, Well, what are we here for, Petra?
Information.
I got
About
this.
what?
Yes, Riz, your hands up.
I was
Yeah,
with you.
go ahead.
Oh, okay. We're here
Sure.
to learn
He's not-
about the mega spells that were used to
Yes.
create the Deadlands so we can stop the
Right.
Deadlands.
And when those mega spells get used,
Right.
so
But
if
there's
that
not much
information
information
is
about-
here, every
there's not
other
much-
shady fucking things that they did to each other is here.
Yes, but who else to have information on the other biggest continent than the other biggest
I
continent?
agree with that, but we need to narrow it down.
Oh.
Even
Fine.
just this shady stuff is going to be a bunch of
Like,
books.
they hate the
can't read.
Kintao, right? Like, it's gonna be a lot of shit then.
Yeah.
Oh, they're terrible.
Exactly, see?
Why is it-
How much shit would we have to go through?
A lot.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's enough. Okay.
Well, how much of it have you
Okay.
already gone through, Datlov?
Well, most of it, I think.
Oh, fantastic. Do you have anything about how to sneak in? Let's put that in quotes. Sneak in. Or, I don't know, a giant mega weapon magical spell that they have.
You want to sneak a mega weapon into the Kintao Empire?
That's not
Or
what I
you-
said,
Girls
but
Oh, you want to sneak a mega weapon of theirs out?
Well, how would you do that? I mean, no, but like, that does meet all of the prerequisites we are looking for.
I mean, do you know how to do that?
yeah, that
No.
would be... Okay.
Not at all. But yeah, they have a lot of protection on their territory. That's for sure.
Yeah, if you
I
could
mean,
get
You
us.
try to teleport in there, and they'll find you pretty quick.
like,
So, do you
Oh,
know of a
that's
way
good to
in
know.
that we could use?
Well, they have
way
a
to sneak in.
there's a gate that leads into their territory. It's part of that wall they built, but
yeah.
they don't really let folks in.
Do they
Usually,
know about things that are flying?
well, like airships.
Or birds.
Or birds? Or people falling from like a mile up in the air?
I do that a
Ooh.
lot.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, that might work.
Yeah.
You could try it.
You said they don't usually let people in. Are you aware of any historical instances where they have let people in?
Oh, sure. There's a couple different accounts of people that travel into the Kintao Empire and see
Right.
some different things, come back, write about it. I mean, most of it seems kind of unbelievable to me, but
I was
you know,
gonna
that's what
say,
they said.
I think I've
Right.
read one of these before. Any that are actually sort of factual and reliable, or are they more sort of hearsay?
The only ones I've ever seen seem like hearsay. I mean, who
Right.
would make that many statues, right?
Well, it might be useful just to have them when we get back from our little negotiation, if you wouldn't mind. Are those things that we could read when?
Sure, I'll find some books for you.
Oh, thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, that love.
Thank
That's so
you.
Doot,
sweet.
doot, doot.
Much obliged.
Bye. All right, who's ready to get this shit on with the book?
Yeah, let's just do it.
Are you ready,
Put
Vera?
this here right now.
yeah, we just have to walk in.
All right, let's go.
Oh,
Open.
oh, okay.
All right, you walk near the book, and it begins to shake and pulsate as you get near it, like it rattles against the chains as it detects life nearby.
Hello again. We're coming
Would you like
back
to
in.
loosen? Would you like to loosen the chains to allow it to open?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You loosen some of the chains. It flips open. The pages start flipping, and you get pulled back toward the book. Do you want to just go along with it or resist at all?
Oh, I'm gonna just hop right in happily.
All right.
I'm
So-
gonna start Archie's timer and throw it across the room and then go in.
Okay.
Yep, just going in.
Yep, Kurla will let
Got
himself be sucked in.
Okay.
Ah, fuck. Paper
So-
cut.
You all find yourselves once again floating in this pale green void. There seems to be no way in or no way out, and you hear the disembodied voice. You have returned.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Good.
I mean, yo.
Now, you said that Vera was holding the standard, right?
Yes, and also I have left Hummel outside of the book.
Okay. When you go into this void, you are no longer holding the standard. It's simply gone.
Okay.
You have
I
brought
I
it.
like that. Wait, where
Good.
did it go?
Well, then I suppose you are owed a bit of knowledge.
How about all of it?
Enough of it.
More
Fair.
As much as is required.
Oh, there's a lot required.
Then I will start at an appropriate point in the tale.
Thank you very much.
Everything goes dark around all of you, and suddenly you find yourselves standing on a hillside. In the distance stretches a wide plain, rolling hills, forests. You recognize the area, actually, recognize the terrain. This is the plains of Parthenae outside of the capital. And
I
you
don't
see,
recognize this then.
well, Riz probably doesn't, but everyone else has seen this area.
And that's where
You
Timmy used
see-
to play. And that.
You see a scene play out before you. You see this massive army that is routing another army here. You see a Protean force fighting local Parthenian soldiers and just crushing them in the field and sending them running in every which direction. Leading the forces, like standing behind the army, speaking with other officers. You see this person standing there in these regal robes that are made of what look like pure night, just the darkest fabric you could imagine, sewn over it with these streaks of green. He has a circlet on his head, and he's carrying the very book that you're inside right now under one of his arms. He's giving orders to other people. And it's almost impossible to hear what's being said. It just sounds sort of like buzzing noise, so you can't quite hear the actual voices of these people. But you get the sense that he has just been relayed some upsetting news of some sort. And what he does is he turns and looks at the person who just relayed this information to him, and he reaches a hand out toward them, and that person falls to the ground onto their knees and is screaming silently. And out of his mouth vomits forth this dark energy that rises up into the air and forms into a creature that you have all seen before. A lost soul.
Oh shit!
Damn.
He then
God damn.
he then points off in another direction, and this lost soul just goes like a bullet in that direction. And then he continues leading his army, and then all returns to darkness. You then find yourselves standing amidst a plain of tall grass, all blowing in the breeze. Well, Lovette might be a little short to see over stuff, so in this case, Lovette's floating. But you see this plain of tall grass blowing in the breeze, and you see fires burning all over the place. These pillars of smoke coming up as the plains are being burned down. You see Protean soldiers marching through victoriously, and you see the scattered remnants of herds of centaur being just annihilated by ranged weapons and spells.
No.
Over top of the army, you see more of these shades swoop down, go into the centaurs and just cause them to fall over and die. And then all goes black again. Then you see another scene. You see the city of Hartenshin, capital of Vil. You see it partially burned down, Protean soldiers marching through the area, and out from a balcony on a rooftop, you see a person step out and throw a flaming bottle down at a group of Protean soldiers, igniting them on fire. another one of these specters comes out from a building across the street, zooms into that figure, cause him to fall from the balcony, dead on the spot, and then rising from its corpse, the creature comes back out and continues searching for more insurgents. And then all is black again. And finally, you find yourselves in another area, another rolling field, one that you don't quite recognize, but you've seen some of these buildings look somewhat familiar somehow. Protean soldiers fighting, marching to war against people in strange clothes. People wearing green armor that you've never seen before that's strange. It looks like it's made of wood or lacquered leather somehow. It's very strange to your eyes. You get the sense that these must be Kintao, because it's a culture you've really never seen before. The battle is horrifying. It rages, and no clear winner is decided. And eventually, you see this. You see this general before. You see this Marcus the Betrayer. He's casting some sort of spell. There's an enormous obsidian box near him, and he is pulling energy out of the very ground and out of soldiers around him, and he is activating some horrifying spell, and a cascade of energy arcs up and out from it and travels to the east. And as this happens, to the east there is what looks like a wall of lightning, just this storm rolling in with just lightning bolts coming down from it constantly. And these two forces meet, and then there is a flash and an explosion and a mushroom cloud in the distance that is just dominates everything, and a shockwave from that, and then all goes black again.
A mushroom cloud that looks familiar to Vera and Lovette.
Mm-hmm.
It do.
It's true.
And me too, if I was there.
The next scene you see is back in Hartenshin. You see Protean soldiers with marred uniforms and broken armor, tired faces, and what must be the remnants of a retreating army. Their leader also appears to be injured somewhat, but what he's doing is strange. As he's marching through, he's having prisoners brought to him from the city, and he is sending shades from himself into these figures, consuming their life force, and then the shades return to him as he becomes more twisted as each soul is consumed. And then all goes black. You return to the pale green void. And then the voice returns. Well, that was a history lesson. I hope you found it enlightening.
Sure was something.
Little. I confirmed most of my suspicions, but I don't know what to do still. Do you know all that box is?
Yes.
Is the box that he opened the same one we found?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one that you went inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the giant obsidian box. Yeah. The mega spell.
So should be a sister component. I'll see. Also spell.
Where was are they in this?
Yeah.
I am not familiar with that name.
The genie
the-
used to.
Air elemental genie that went into the box.
Oh, yes, the power source. Well, the control mechanism. The power source was souls mostly. Lifeblood powered that spell. The direction and control mechanism was a bound djinn.
Is there any way to... Do you know any way to reverse the Deadlands? To make it go smile?
Reverse the Deadlands. Deadlands. What a strange name.
Yes. What if...
Marcus
Why
referred to it
strange?
as... He referred to it as the scar.
That actually seems like a more appropriate name.
What if, let's say, the scar is currently growing and eating everything, and we want to find a way to not have it do that?
And maybe go away completely.
How do we heal the scar?
Because the box kind of exploded?
And that didn't help or made it worse.
Yeah, it made it worse. It made it start to grow.
Hence the whole end of the world business we were talking about.
I'm not so sure. The only thing that would have caused the scar to grow would be an influx of divine energy. The control mechanism simply needed a fuel source. Destroying it wouldn't have any change on... It wouldn't have any effect on its growth or shrinking. It was simply a means to direct that flow of power.
Where was it directed to?
Initially,
Initially and after.
I was only there for the initial attack. And in that case, it was directed to the east, toward the Kentau line,
Was the
to
lightning...
annihilate the bulk of their forces.
Was the lightning coming in from them?
Yes, they had some other form of arcane strength that we had not counted on. A mega spell of their own, you could say. It was a rolling storm cloud that would annihilate an entire army.
Now, what happened to Marcus? Is he still controlling the Lost Souls?
They always remain bound to their creator.
So if they still exist...
So too does
He's
Marcus.
still around.
Yes, of course.
But why would
I guess-
Marcus take the divine energy and send it to the east? Unless, is he planning to blow up the other spell?
I don't know if the other spell could be blown up if it already happened.
Yes, the mega spells have already reacted to each other and created the scar to begin with.
Then what does he
The
have
only
to
thing that would
gain?
have made the scar... The only thing that would have made the scar grow would have been to add more energy to it, but how could that have happened?
Funny story you should ask.
So
Let's
with
say...
this-
You go ahead, Lovette. I'll tell it later.
So with siphoning divine energy, make it go back?
Yes.
I
It
might
has to
an
have some
idea.
sort of power. If you remove the power, it can't grow anymore.
But how would we do that?
I might be able to do that.
Really?
How?
Well, I didn't really think this well. We'll be talking about this, but I did something similar on a much smaller scale. Except I did it by accident, and
Oh.
it was primarily arcane energy.
Let's accidentally do it again.
Yeah, I'm going to try and realize how to do that on a bigger scale. Suck out the deadland.
We still need to figure out what Kintao did to make such a reaction happen.
Yes.
But this is at least a step forward. But back to why the box might have exploded. Maybe somebody called down all of their gods, which happens to be all of them, and said, "Pretty please get my friend out of the box." And then psh, a big old lightning bolt hit it, and it's gone now. Wow.
Wow.
Destroying the control box wouldn't have caused the Deadlands or the Scar to have grown.
But potentially an intake of the divine power needed to resurrect a elder being. Could that have?
Yeah.
Yes, that would be
Yeah.
enough.
Ooh, delightful.
That's kind of.
That
And
would be
Why
quite
would
enough.
someone want that to grow?
Well, if it's Marcus, like is that his
No.
domain now?
After injuries suffered that day, he was not entirely human any longer.
Is he the Deadlands? Is he the Scar?
Yes and no.
Okay, cool. Cool.
If we kill him, does it go away?
He is already dead. He returned to Proto, and upon reporting his failure, was entombed.
Wait, he's buried here?
He is buried far to the south,
Well,
Where?
the tomb of the betrayer.
where is that?
You see an area, you find yourselves floating far above Oxidor. And what you find is you swoop across the landscape and you find an area of blight and death far to the south.
Oh, there it is.
Ah,
Oh, so nice.
It's such a friendly looking
It's,
place.
it's lovely this
Not
time
like
of
the
year.
Deadlands at all.
Nope.
This is where he was interred.
Alive, I assume? Or whatever counted for alive at that point. You said he was more monstrous than human anymore, but
Yes.
well, maybe we should make a detour.
Yeah, who wants to take a field trip to the Blight? Wow.
It seems you don't have really a choice.
I mean, I don't know if it will help. Okay, big question now. Why is the banner? What do you want with it?
I needed it for my own purposes. Is it so important for you to know?
Well, I mean,
Well, is it going to be a problem for us?
no.
Yeah,
I
mostly
won't-
if it's a
yeah.
problem for like people.
If you're going to like try and break free and make a new Deadlands, or kill a bunch of people, or bring a bunch of dead people back to life,
There's like a president behind it that we just gotta be like, yeah.
but I mean, you know, you have a point. I do want to respect your privacy. Just because you're a book doesn't mean you don't deserve that.
I don't really care about your privacy. I'd like to know what you intend with it.
Kurla.
I love that.
What if you was a book?
Well,
Would it help if I said please? Petravian, you know, swears
think
by
it
that
would.
method.
I will answer because you've been so polite.
What the fuck?
I mean, I'm being straightforward with you.
Mostly because there's nothing any of you can do to stop me now.
Oh, delightful.
Oh, great.
Nothing bad ever followed those words.
Exactly.
You'd be surprised how many things I've stopped for no reason. Very good.
I've been
at
chained up here for quite some time, separated from my true master, and I'm going to return to him now.
that. Oh, so we get to see you again soon.
Hopefully.
Delightful. That's great. Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, nice going. Good. Seeing me do that. Yeah.
It's been enlightening learning each of you, who you are and what your weaknesses are as well.
Ah, you have read us then.
Yes.
Cute.
Well, If there's anything else, I'm an open book.
Well then, we'll definitely be seeing you soon. That's for sure. Vera?
How did Marcus know about Mellifera?
Divine energy in such pure concentration is like a beacon in the world. Anyone properly attuned to it can feel it from almost any distance. It was only a simple matter to dispatch some of himself to retrieve them.
What was the point of needing the child to wear the items?
What child?
There was a child taken to wear the items that were all like holy and full of energy.
Her
She
name
had to-
is Reduvi.
Yes, but she had to wear these items inside of a circle, and she was like, ah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, why would that need to happen?
It was likely only a convenience to carry the items.
Well,
I doubt the child was important at all.
that's a fucking dick move. Shit.
So we're free to go?
A tear will appear in the world,
Vera's
letting white light in.
Vera's gonna walk out.
You're free to leave, if you so choose.
I have some divine energy that belongs to the hive that I need to retrieve.
You're welcome to try.
I'm gonna step out.
All right.
I have a question, but I don't know.
Does Petravian have a question, or do you have a question?
I have a trade question, but I don't. Petravian wouldn't think to ask the question because it doesn't affect him. Not that it wouldn't affect him, but yeah.
You know, the other talking book we know is doing really well for itself. You could probably go straight. You don't have to do all the necromancy stuff. You could go start a business, information gathering. I'm sure that the
I'm forgetting their name now.
Archilete,
The secret police.
Arcanii?
Keni, yeah, I'm sure they would love your help. You could be like a PI for them.
They're the ones that locked me here. Why would they take my help?
I think maybe you didn't give them a very good reason.
I'm right here.
You're the best reason.
I know. I'm the only one.
What do you know of the librarian who runs the place where you're kept?
Yeah, do you know what the fuck is up with
Librarian. Those things are not librarians.
Oh no, Vera's not
Alright.
here.
What are they then?
They're my enemy.
Makes sense.
My
Anything-
jailer
Sorry, what?
for the last nearly millennia.
So does that make the book Arcanii because they're natural enemies? Secret police?
But apparently the enemy of my enemy is my enemy in this case. 'Cause the Arcanii don't like the book, and the book doesn't like Detlev or the Arcanii.
And it goes circles and circles and circles.
But I like them,
Yeah.
so that's what matters.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we squeezed everything we got about this. Think about what I said. You don't have to. We can be friends. Anyway,
I will take that under
Yeah.
consideration, Lovette.
don't remember saying my name.
Sweet
So-
dreams.
Never do. See ya.
You're all pulled out of the rift
Aw.
and returned to the forbidden wing of the archives.
I wanted to
As
talk
you-
more.
As you appear in front of the book, it's going to be enveloped in green flame and vanish from existence.
Well, fuck. You know, I like the other talking book a lot better. Doesn't betray us and shit.
Well, that wasn't normal.
No, don't worry
Huh.
about it. We're gonna be going normally now.
Excuse me. What just happened?
I don't know. We went into it,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
like when we came out, it disappeared. Weird.
Right.
Those are the-
And you were carrying something when you went in, and you don't
Yeah,
have
and
it now. What?
I show my scythe.
No, it wasn't that. It
Oh,
was
my staff.
No, it looked like
Oh, my
it looked like the standard.
Well, I did have
It's like
standard, but
neutral
like
standard.
it seemed to like take it when I went in.
Great. Okay.
So can I have that back, or
No, I don't think you can.
because that
Well,
was
this isn't good.
'cause that was
This
mine.
isn't good at all. I gotta go. Bye, everybody.
Wait.
Oh yeah, okay, bye.
He
Did,
he
those
turns and
books-
starts leaving the room.
Speaking which, I think we have to get going.
Agreed.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait,
it just occurs to me. Why didn't we just go talk to Book about all the information we needed?
Who is this book person that you keep mentioning?
He probably would know. It's a book. It's a pencil talking book
It's a
that
literal
knows
book.
everything. Not everything. Didn't know who Bahrain was.
It's very specific.
I'm just gonna chalk this up to something that happened before I started.
Yeah, I
Yes.
don't know what they're talking
Yep.
about.
It is a secret book in Dalham that runs their spy
It's
organization.
not a very good kept secret if you're telling everyone.
Right, are we
I
supposed
mean, I'm
to
not
know
part
that?
of the spy organization. I didn't take any vows.
So are you all
It's-
gonna keep on talking, or are we going to the cart?
Riz starts
Yeah.
walking. Are we gonna
Carnival.
grab Kurla's father first?
I look at Kurla.
I thought we were gonna be heading back to, towards Kintao, but I'm assuming we're going south now, right into danger.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah, why not?
oh, I agree.
What
So I
else
don't know
does
what,
Fortune's favor do?
but what are we going to do when we get there?
Kill him.
Hit
Again.
it really hard.
He might.
Heal him till he dies? Again?
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
What do you mean?
Well, that book is totally powerless in there. And that is only half the picture.
We were in his domain. And we'll be in their domain again, but like... We're pretty good at destroying things.
Wait, so if we had the domain, if I had the domain,
Can we
might
match
have
the kind?
advantage? Sorry,
No, sorry, I... Go ahead.
I wonder if I could.
Do you have a domain that we could pull them into, Lovette?
Not yet.
Okay. Good
Do
thought,
we-
though.
We
Do
don't
we
even
have
know
the
if
kind of-
Marcus is to the south or not.
I mean, it sounded like that's where we'll find his whatever physical form he has left.
Well, I mean, it might be gone by now too. The book might have gone and grabbed it and
Well,
taken it to the lands.
If his physical form is there, why would the divine energy have been sent to the east?
Maybe there was another necromancer.
Maybe.
Or maybe it's being stockpiled.
I thought that was when the spell was originally intended.
It was.
Thank you.
Sorry, I think there might have been a miscommunication there.
The what was?
When the spell was
The-
originally made, the divine energy was getting sent to the Kin
Oh,
Town. Not right
okay.
now.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the initial battle.
Well-
Are we
I told them we were coming.
Are we gonna be able to match the kind of sorcery that we saw thrown around by him back then?
Well, if we don't, we
I
can
mean,
die
last time
trying.
we fought some things. No, they won't kill you. They'll do worse than that. But I'm
I've had
willing
like
to
a
do
lot
that.
worse happen. It might be fun for him to kill me, actually. I hope he takes my curse. Fucking bitch deserves it. Yeah!
I don't know if that's how that works, but
Yeah.
you know, we can hope. We can definitely hope so.
It fucked over
Oh.
Shade.
That's a good point. That is a good point. Man, why didn't you? I wonder if we could have said something in there and mess with his brain by doing what happened with
Hell.
Shadi.
I don't even know if him looking through me and reading me like a book has already given him something, to be honest. That could benefit us.
Yeah, maybe you picked up one of your curses.
Could be fun.
I don't know about Connie giving him something. It makes it sound like you have a disease. Like you have
What was that little bit at the end about
kelpies.
dreams?
Oh, Lovette has nightmares.
Yeah.
He was insinuating that he could read this like a book and was like, "Oh, Lovette, I know a thing about you. You have bad
No,
dreams."
I was just thinking, is it the book or is it Marcus that was giving us bad dreams?
My bad dream was definitely from the person who cursed me.
I just have bad dreams. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm having a bad dream right now of us not getting onto the fucking cart.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's get to the cart.
The better people don't know that we just fucked over like everyone with that book escaping. Let's go.
Let's just keep moving.
Let's just
I was
go.
hoping we could find Cassius before we leave.
Right, wherever we're heading, we should say goodbye to Faustus. And obviously I need to have a word or two.
Why?
Vera, you can wait in the car.
That still slows us down.
Because he helped us, and also, you know, Duro is probably there by now.
Didn't seem to
Maybe
want
give him a
to thank
heads
you or
up.
anything.
Pardon me?
He didn't seem to want to thank you or anything.
Sorry, who didn't want to seem to thank...
Faustus! Faustus didn't seem to give a shit. It seemed like he was just doing whatever he wanted.
Yeah, but he did pull you guys out of the proverbial fire.
And you.
Kind of. Let's just shut up.
Yeah, he didn't do anything for me.
From a purely pragmatic standpoint, if we ever need to return here for some reason, it might be useful not to burn bridges now, you know? It might be
Yeah,
useful
well,
to leave on
I
good terms with
understand.
him. He might be useful to us in the future. Is that speaking to your pragmatism, Vera?
I understand we are in a hurry, but like, unless we show up and like, Marcus the Destroyer is on his way out as we are going in, then hurrying right now isn't going to be what makes the difference.
Fine,
Right.
but we have to make it quick, alright?
You got the
course.
bus.
Or
So-
gonna start going down.
Yeah, we're
Towards
gonna rush to
us.
Faustus's because I don't think we're gonna take that much time.
No.
Okay,
I'll
you
teleport
rush
us
to
there.
Faustus's villa.
Oh, look, it us.
Oh, by the way, you said you started Archie's timer before.
I did.
So you find Archie waiting for you, outside, and he's going to look at you and he's gonna talk. Lovette,
Oh, hey, what's up? I thought you would be in the library.
I wanted to get fresh air.
Oh, okay. That's strange because you don't please, but okay.
Don't judge him.
My showing in the arena was not good enough.
But no, you did great. We won. I was worried for you. That's all.
I appreciate you repairing me.
And I appreciate you fighting for me. I mean, you would be a lot worse off without you there, buddy. I don't think you can say you really failed if they would have turned me into a crazy smear without you.
If you say so. I'm
I mean,
sorry.
if we want to talk about it, we can talk about it, but I'm not disappointed in you.
I just feel strange, that is all.
Strange how.
And
Oh.
he'll sort of put a hand to his head and then sort of shake his head and then follow behind you as normal. And he comes back with half HP, is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
There we go. Alright, so a lot of you return to the villa and you find your way in there, and make your way on to Faustus.
Hello, Faustus.
Hello. And how are all of you?
Still alive, which is unexpected, but rather pleasant.
Well, you've survived the gauntlet placed before you. You've won all of your bouts. You've become heroes of the Empire, and I suppose you've gotten what you came here for?
I suppose we have.
For the most part.
Wanted
Is
to
there-
thank you.
Out of. Yeah, we will have to get going soon, but thank you for your help, Faustus. Sorry, I didn't mean to let everyone.
Especially
Think
for the
nothing of it.
fanfare and such before our last boat. That was helpful. Thank you for that.
Of course.
I will not think
it was
about
a
that.
fine idea.
Were you able to make any progress on my request? About a certain lucky person.
Oh, yes. Interestingly enough, he appears to have vanished. But someone that fast with that much martial prowess is difficult to pin down. Even the Arcanii seem to have a difficulty keeping that one in line.
Really?
But I have pulled some strings for you, as it were, and I have managed to secure you all transport.
Where?
Wherever you're going, I suppose.
What kind of transport?
Does that include our carts?
Of course. It would do
Delightful.
no good to leave you,
Oh, wonderful.
to separate you from your goods. But
Good.
I have quite a few. I have means to make these things happen, so simply let me know when you're all ready to depart, and I'll have you sent off to where you need to go.
When you say sent off, how quickly? Are we talking, teleportation, or
Quite.
there a limited range on that, or
Oh no!
So anywhere on the continent?
Maybe the
area?
blight.
Sure, if that's where you wish to go.
Cool.
Strange choice, but to each their
Right.
own.
Maybe not right in the midst of it, probably, outskirts.
Oh, a hero's job is never over.
If that's what you want.
That's not what I want.
It's not even remotely what I want, but it's where fortune seems to be sending us.
What? Kurla, you wanted to talk to your father? Maybe?
This might be your last chance for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Lovette. That hadn't occurred to me in the slightest.
Hey, I mean, I missed my last chance. I don't do it. Make you lose yours.
Thank you. I understand.
Riz will walk over to you, Lovette, and just give a gentle squeeze to your shoulder.
The hand on that hand.
Yeah, they're just trying to say that they're there. They heard you.
Kurla will see this and just turn and head alone for the corridor leading to Durin.
Alright.
Try not to act excited, but like,
Not doing it. Gotta talk to him. I was hoping I could talk to that nice lady who was asking me about my robots at the arena.
She seemed very interested in you.
Yeah, I was surprised. She didn't look like the type of person who was interested in automation and mechanics. But she
Kurla's-
was like so invested in everything.
Kurla's paused on the threshold to the corridor, and they're finally they're gonna turn back. Reyes, can I talk to you first, please, out here?
Oh, Yeah, just let me open up my laptop a little bit more so I can see myself. Yeah, what's up?
Stuff is weird between us right now. There's a longer conversation that I think that we need to have.
Okay.
Can we maybe just hold off on that for now? Because right now I am a fucking mess and I kind of need my friend.
Sure. What do you need from me? I'm
Just-
here.
Are you though?
And they look at their hands. They clap them for a second. And then they touch your shoulder. I think so.
I need to know that you do care.
Why did you ever think I didn't?
You gave me reason to suspect that you didn't.
Go on.
When you spoke to Cloak, when you gave up my secrets, and then later you told me that, why did you tell me that?
Because then I felt bad about it.
You felt bad about right, and you apologized to me because you felt bad about it.
Yes.
Because you hurt me.
Because I did something that I later regretted doing.
So it wasn't about my feelings at all. It was just your regret.
I mean, you wouldn't have known if I hadn't told you. I care about you, and perhaps we have different perceptions on how we deal things, but I do care. Maybe it's just not in the way you are used to.
I'm not used to anyone caring, Rez, but I'm just worried that what I see in you is what I want to see and not what's actually there.
That is a legitimate fear. What do you see?
Someone trying to do better, to be better. Someone struggling.
I'm not struggling.
No?
I mean, it depends on the day, but not right now.
I care about you, Rez. I really do.
I know this. I mean, you've been very coarse with everyone lately. So it
Oh, yeah,
doesn't,
you wa-
I guess, feel like it right now, but I figured, you know, you're probably in the mood, so whatever.
I mean, like I said, I'm a bit of a fucking mess right now. I wonder why. You want me to list the reasons?
You don't have to. But, I probably won't understand as much unless you let any of us in.
I mean, right, there's Paladin and everything that went down with my mum. There's
That-
my father being alive. There's the fucking harpies and nearly eating them. There's having those drugs and actually enjoying them.
Okay.
There's me wondering whether I've wasted all of my time denying myself the pleasure of that meat, or whether or not I'm just one piece of pork away from eating all of you. There's me trying to help Vera and Petravian, sticking my nose in and then just fucking that up completely. There's me trying to, turning back to the gods, but probably for the wrong reasons, because who the hell knows? Am I just doing it for the power? Am I doing it to honor my sister? Am I doing it because there's actually a part of me that wants it? And my father, am I actually angry at him? Or am I, am I just trying to be angry at him because I don't want to admit the fact that maybe he's changed, maybe he could change, and him being there, do I still want his approval? The list fucking goes on.
Those are things that have happened, yes. And a lot of it means a lot to you. And I care that some of these things hurt you, or are important to you, or all of the above. It was a long list, so forgive the vagueness of that.
You nearly let Lovette die in that fourth boat. Because I was too busy trying to play the hero and, destroy things. I'm wondering who the fuck I am. Am I a healer? That's what I've been trying to be. Am I wasting my time not just going around killing things instead?
You almost let Lovette die on purpose?
No, I didn't. I didn't even notice how hurt they were. I was too wrapped up in...
I see. Well, unfortunately, none of us are going to have that answer for you.
I thought that I was becoming better. And I don't know that I am now.
What is better to you, Kurla? You make it sound like you're recovering from an illness.
What I've got there is no recovery from.
Why do you see yourself this way?
What?
You are your
way?
own worst enemy. You know that, right? You are self-destructive and you push people away every time they get close. I know because I do it too.
But could you maybe stop doing it to me and I'll try to stop doing it to you?
I wasn't pushing you away. I wanted the world to be a little bit better for you. It doesn't matter if you end up reconciling with your father in the end. It just matters if you're doing what's right for you. And I can't tell what that is because you yourself do not know, so I cannot help. And I'm trying. And it is not my job, and it is not a requirement. I do not have to do this, but I wanted to. But you push. And I guess it hurts. And I don't understand that. It is easy. I get it.
What hurt was thinking that you didn't actually care about me.
I
That you didn't care about how I
so
felt.
immensely. Did you ever think that perhaps the actions were because I cared? They might not benefit you in the end, but maybe they could. You never know till an outcome happens. I am playing with time constantly to see a different outcome, a better outcome, so I can guide things to the right path. And you just look at me and you think, oh, Riz is this perfect person who does no wrong. And the problem is, I do. And I do it on purpose. And that's okay because I am flawed just like you. I am no god.
I don't look at you and think that you're perfect, Riz. I know you that you've done horrible things.
Good.
Some of them you've done to me. Doesn't make me care about you less. It just makes me worry more about you.
Why?
Because I want you to be alright at the end of this.
Being good doesn't make someone alright. That just puts a different burden and a different perspective on someone.
We're talking past each other here, Rez. Who said anything about you being good? I just want you to be alright. I want you to be happy. Are you, though? See, I'm not sure about that.
I'm trying at least. I've been having fun. I still don't understand Petravian, and Vera will probably never consider me family because I'm not a part of the hive, and that's fine. But I'm still trying with people for the very first time. I'm not just putting my nose into things to mess with them because I think I know what's right. I'm just doing things because I care, actually. And it's fun. I'm okay. Are you?
Not even a little bit. That's the thing. I gave up on me being alright a long time ago. That's not my priority. My priority is all of you, especially you.
Maybe you should figure that part out then, and change perspective.
What, magically start caring about myself?
No. Just learn a little about, I don't know, what you can do for yourself instead. A broken person cannot heal other broken people. I know this.
Been managing to keep you alive so far.
That's not what I mean.
I know that's not what you mean.
I don't care the outcome with your father. I hope it is whatever works well for you. Whatever you feel is right. I hoped for the best. I wanted something to work out because I believed that you could have some sort of relationship like that because you were a good kid, and I figured he could see, past what had happened. I didn't want him to look at you like the person who ate his daughter. I just wanted him to look at you like you were his child.
He's never gonna look at me that way, Rez.
Are you sure about that?
Doesn't matter. I'm never
Why
gonna look at
doesn't it
me
matter?
that way.
Why not? You deserve so much love. You're the only one stopping yourself from having it.
I don't deserve it.
That's
you know
a
what
lie.
I've done. You know what I fucking done, Rez.
That wasn't your fault, though.
I
Some
still
fucking
did it.
disgusting.
Whether I wanted to or not, I still fucking did it. These are still the hands that... Her blood is still on my hands.
Then make it
Yes.
right by learning to love yourself. God damn it. Because
The
she
only
would
way-
not have wanted that. And I bet you your father would tell you that.
The only way that I found to try and make it right is what I do.
Then what are you going to do?
I heal people. I keep people alive. That's what I have been doing until
Is that
recently
enough for
when
you?
I started destroying things, but it doesn't make anything better.
That's why you have to find a new path. And maybe it involves you considering the one I am presenting.
I don't know how to do anything else, Rez. This is the one way that I can even begin to atone for what I've done. It's the one way that I can make sense of having these powers.
Some fucking bitch elder god who's a spider cursed you and forced all these things on you. And you're still blaming yourself.
Yeah. That's about the size of it.
You don't have to. And
Alright,
don't say I have to because I have to atone. Atoning is a fucking bullshit idea. something made for, like, zealots. I'm one, so it's fine.
There's... There's nothing I can do to bring her back. There's nothing I can do to make it right. And
You want
I
her
don't-
back? Is that what will solve this?
No. I don't know.
I will do whatever it is in my power to just make this right. If you figure it out, I will do it. I will put the energy into it. You just have to tell me, but you don't even know the answer, Kurla, and you're beating yourself up for that reason.
I wish someone would just tell me what to do, Riz.
That's not how being mortal works.
Yeah, no.
Kurla. Just be you. Don't be who you think people should have you be. Don't think, oh, this is the sibling I was supposed to be. This was the child I was supposed to be. This is the healer I'm supposed to be. This is the weird cursed thing I'm supposed to be. Fuck all of it. Throw it all away. Forget it. I don't care. Just be you. Please. You can
I'll
face
try.
your father.
I can't do it on my own, Riz.
I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Not until the winds take me.
Kurla's gonna reach out their hand.
Riz will take it.
Kurla will open the door to Duro's room with the other.
I'm sure glad we yelled right outside his door.
Kurla, you open the door, you walk inside, and the room's empty.
Maybe you should move his token out of here then.
Just eat.
It was invisible to everyone else.
Well, not to the fucking camera.
Whoops.
Fun fact, invisible means camera can still see, which means the audience
Yeah.
can see.
Wait, maybe
kind of
he's
annoying,
invisible
right?
in there.
Yeah, maybe.
Put him
he's
back in
invisible.
there. Start swinging your sword around.
Yeah.
Kurla will step back out of the room. He's not there. I mean, I saw him at the stadium. He was there. I heard him.
Let's go ask Postis.
Yeah, Kurla will hurry subtly. Is my father not here, Faustus? I mean, Duro. Is Duro not here? Did he not return?
No, I don't believe he did. I know he left to go and watch that whole business with.
And you didn't.
Are we going?
I-
Slow extremes.
Riz will just pat Kurla's back. Faustus, can you find him?
Of course, I'll have the best runners in the city track him down.
Soon as
We'll
possible,
have him
please.
for you soon as possible.
Thank you.
He
I can't
he
deal
says a
with
few
this.
words and dispatches a runner.
It's It's too much, Rez. I can't.
He will be here in a bit. It is okay.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And yeah, Kurla will just sob there for a little while.
that party not easily putting cakes in so cold. Not really good, is it?
Vera's in the cart, just watches
Yeah.
these people run past.
Actually, Petra has been scribing down, and as he's like noshing.
I've got like one little thing in front of me, and then a collection of every dessert that incorporates honey in any way to bring back to Vera as a sorry we took so long apology.
Here's all the sweet things I could find.
Yep.
All the overly sugared desserts that Vera like subsists on.
The honey desserts.
She's gonna get diabetes one day.
One day.
No.
Bees! Weren't ready for that one, were you?
Good night, everybody. All right. Well, so you guys hang around there for a little while, waiting for Duru to be grabbed and brought back. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, poor Vera.
I'll bring her the honey sweets like during that time.
Well, waiting for Druid. Here, just this is for you. I'm going to be back inside.
Vera grabs like the plate or whatever of it.
I figure it's in like a cloth, like a sack lunch kind of deal.
It's already been like an hour.
Just eat a cookie and you'll feel better.
Maybe 3, I don't even know. It's all blending together.
Yeah, 3 cookies, however many you want. Just okay.
I'm not sure if Vera understands time.
It's been 15 minutes.
Vera will start eating.
Alright.
So a little while later, some people will return, and they're dragging the half-orc with them, and they bring him into the room and kind of throw him not quite to the floor, but he's definitely stumbles a little bit, and then they kind of leave him there. So he gets escorted back into the room and then roughly shoved in, and they close the door.
What the fuck?
Oh, are you okay? I saw him right past me.
Of that door.
Been better.
Why did they just toss you in?
I said that I was needed here, so.
Oh, and you didn't go peacefully?
I don't exactly like to be pushed around.
Yeah, well, that sounds familiar.
So you decided the best thing to do would be to fight them?
No. Didn't fight them. Just struggled a bit.
Adorable.
Some things never bloody change, you stubborn bastard.
Where do you think you got that from, Kurla?
Right?
No, Riz said it.
Figured you'd all be at the archive a little longer and that I would have time.
Oh no, we already fucked that shit up.
Yeah.
Anyways, we gotta get going, so Kurla, the floor is yours.
Grab Petra by the cloak and kind of like tug out for him to leave with me.
You can stay, it's fine. This isn't gonna take long.
You sure? Okay.
Kurla will rise and wipe their eyes. And energy is going to start glowing in their hands, and it's going to start very faintly and get brighter and brighter, and it's pulsating through different colors. It goes from white to purple to red to black and then back again, and those transitions are slow to start and then get faster and faster as they start going round the table, gathering themselves up. Do you want to know why I wanted you there at the arena today?
Why is that?
It wasn't to hear you cheering me on. I wanted you to see everything that I have become without you and in spite of you. I wanted to hurt you with that. I want so badly to be angry with you. And I am. And yet, try as I might, there is a part of me that still cares about you. And I heard you today. Your voice out of all of those thousands, just the one thing that got me through it. I resent that at the same time that I'm grateful for it. Do you still blame me for what happened? Be honest with me. Are you ever going to be able to look at me and not see what I did?
I stopped blaming you a long time ago.
Why? I never did.
I hope you find that peace someday.
The energy is getting brighter and brighter and more intense and circling through the colors even faster. I could kill you right now.
Most of us could.
I think he has 5 hit points.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
got the
anybody
HP
here
of a fucking Cheez-It.
Ooh.
A part of
already-
me wants to.
And I've already told you before. If that would give you some kind of closure, then do it.
You're not gonna make this easy for me, are you? Fucking typical.
That's life, Kurla.
It's not who I am. I'm not someone who hurts people. It's not who I want to be, and it's not who I choose to be. I don't know where you and I go from here. I've got some end of the world type shit going on that I need to attend to. It's my responsibility. I think Duru can get you back to Palayana and to Mother.
Faustus can get Doro there. It's okay. I got you.
It's okay.
I got your back.
I think Faustus can get you back to Palayana and to Mother. God. You know how hard it is to even say your fucking name, and now I'm saying it wrong.
Before you go to save the world, I thought I would have more time to get this done, and I could have given it to you earlier, or, well, later, but now I'll have to do. He reaches into a pouch, and he pulls out something and holds it out toward you. It's a small, almost teardrop-shaped piece of gold on a chain.
Do I recognize it, Beardy?
No.
What is this supposed to be?
It's something I think you should carry with you. He holds it out a little further.
Kurla will hold up their hand, and again, just the brightness of the magical energy flowing out of it. But it's, as it becomes brighter and brighter, it's turning more and more white until finally it is just pure white. As they reach out to take the amulet, their hand will for just a moment graze against Duru's, and in a flash of light, this just burst of healing energy will shoot forth from Kurla as they cast Heal.
Duru seems to breathe a little easier, stand up a little straighter, and it looks like some of the long-term injuries from his incarceration and slavery seem to have been alleviated. You take the amulet in your hand, and you see that the gold teardrop-shaped thing can open. It has a small clasp on it.
I open it.
Inside are two hand-painted portraits. One of you and one of your sister. I learned to paint over the last few years. Wasn't much else to do in downtime. And I didn't want to forget either of your faces. But I hope you can forgive yourself soon. He'll turn to begin leaving the room.
Thank you for arranging the travel, by the way, Faustus.
Oh, it's no problem at all.
Oh, I wasn't ready for your voice change. Oh, the crack.
Kurla will turn to Faustus. You can get him back to Palayana safely?
Of course.
And, not with escorts who are gonna get into a tussle with him.
No. We'll send him off with a flick of a wrist and a spell and all that,
Thank you.
Yeah, you've really been very helpful with everything since we got here.
Well, this has all been a very interesting situation. Do you see how much drama there is? This is pure gold.
What do you? I believe that.
I feel satisfied with the drama, then I suppose it's a fair trade.
Very
This has
much
been
so.
most entertaining for me.
Well, maybe I will visit again after all my travels are done for the whole, stopping the world from ending part.
Sure. Why not?
Sounds like it could be a gaff.
Fuck! Kurla's gonna run from the room and run after Duru. Like, they've been shaking there since he left, just standing there shaking, and it's just fuck, bloody bastard.
You started going after him, you said?
Swearing
direction?
under their breath they will go after him.
Okay.
Oi!
You find him, like, collecting his thoughts at the front door. He turns to look at you.
You take care of Mother, right?
Of course.
And yourself, right?
And you do the same. And save the world and all that.
You go getting yourself captured again, I'm not coming to save you.
That's fair. Figure if I get captured again, I'll deserve it.
Kurla fighting themselves the entire time and just shaking with suppressed, just pure emotion, will for the briefest moment wrap their arms around him and then just turn and walk away.
He'll turn, leave the building, and depart the story. You find yourself back in the room with Faustus. Well, if there's anything else, let me know, but it seems like you've accomplished everything you needed to in this fine city.
I'm ready to get the hell out of here.
I have
Good.
one thing. Petravian will stand and take this parchment that he was writing on, fold it, and try to seal it as best he can. And then he's gonna take like one of the amber crystals that are sticking up and just gonna.
Ow.
That really hurt.
Yeah, just like
hurts,
one of the
by the
smaller
way.
ones.
It
Yeah.
still
Still,
hurts.
Part of you.
Yeah,
I like to.
Yeah, you got like nerve endings in those.
yeah, I'm
It's
aware.
like ripping a nail off the quick.
Yeah.
Before I go,
I'm
I'd
aware.
like to grab my ear. I like to just
tear it off.
Give this to my brother.
Wow.
Petravian go.
Alright.
Amazing.
Thank God it was just his ear, because that could have got weird.
And ask Faustus if you can. I don't know how you seem to have an ear everywhere.
Sorry.
See what I did there?
Right.
I
Can
suppose.
you find and give this to my brother?
As soon as he comes back out of hiding or wherever he's gone, sure, why not?
And I'll forward you the message.
Okay. So, he will gather up the appropriate spellcasters to send you off where you need to go. And in a little while, they will have arrived, and your 2 vehicles are now outside the villa. And basically, all they need to know is where you all want to go.
Let's just say I got the Vardo in this time too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vera?
Vera's licking a plate. Oh, you finally done?
We've been standing next to you for like a while. Had to go get the
you're
Vardo.
so involved in all those cookies and things.
I'll like put the plate on the ground in the cart. So, can we get going?
Got
They
to
had-
focus. Well, going
They
to
brought
the
your-
blight.
They brought your fucking Vardo.
Yep, we're gonna say that's the order of operations now. Yeah, we're gonna be teleported. I just wanted to know where you wanted us to go, Vera. You good for the blight? Like outside of the blight, probably?
Well, like, oh, they're teleporting.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess we're going to the Blight. Do we know where? Oh, we can get over a river. That's fine. Yeah, outside the Blight.
Okay. Well, we would like to be teleported outside of the blight, please. All together. Safely.
All right. So your vehicles line up one after the other. These casters surround all of you guys, like 8 or so of them in total. They begin casting a spell all together, and energy begins to swirl around all of you. Is there anything you want to do before you are whisked away from the city?
Scream.
I mean,
Well-
yeah, but we don't have time.
Kurla's
So
going
in
to
that
reach out for
case-
Riz's hand.
I'll take it.
Energy swirls around, and all at once, in a bright flash of light, you in one moment were in the city of Proda, and the next, you're in a wide open field. And ahead of you, you can see an area of magical devastation. And a sense of growing foreboding and despair. Welcome to level 16.
We leveled up! Yes! Oh my god! That's awesome! I don't know what that means. Other than we
Thank you,
leveled.
Beardy.
What that means is this is where we'll be calling it an evening.
You got it.
Hell yeah.
See you guys next time. See you guys tomorrow for checkpoint.
Yeah.
Checkpoint.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. As always, special thanks to William Succi and Andreas Pichler for the intro and outro themes, and Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under the Czech Republic. Until next time.